What's going on, gamers? Welcome into the stream. Let me just turn down the music a touch because that is kind of popping. At least for me. Welcome everybody into the stream. Today we're playing a tournament. So we have a... Actually, like, what is this tournament called? I know it's a LATAM. It's a Latin American tournament, but I actually don't know what it's called. We're jumping into the Pokédeck number 73 tournament. We're going to be playing some Banette Guardi, as you could probably tell by the thumbnail. If anybody wants to check out my list that I'm going to be using for today, obviously you can just jump into this tournament on Limitless TCG, and you can be able to just click on my profile, click on the deck that I'm playing, and just copy it from there. But if you do want to just copy it straight from YouTube, if you scroll down to the description, there's a nice little like copy link, which will put it up into Limitless, and then you can copy it straight from Limitless into your TCG Live if you do want to try out the list. I actually don't have my web capture sorted, so I'm just gonna chill up here while I add my there we go. TCG Live is not the one. All right, so this is where you'll be able to like jump in and find your like online tournaments and whatnot. But if we go to, actually last time we couldn't do it from here, so I'm actually gonna have to go to like just normal Limitless. And I think I just put it in my decks. Deck builder. My decks. And should be able to potentially import from clipboard. There we go. Alright, so this is the list that we're going to be playing today. It's pretty similar to every other Banette EX deck that's been playing at the moment. There's the 4-3 line of Banette with Shuppet. The whole point of the deck is pretty much just to item lock your opponent. So you'll use the Everlasting Darkness attack on Banette to deal 30 damage. Move that damage around using Radiant Alakazam, but also item lock your opponent. And that means that they're going to build up a whole heap of item cards in their hand, which will help you use Poltergeist to do massive knockouts. We've got the little Banette in there to evolve up our little Shuppet. Get some supporter cards out of our discard pile. But then we also have the Gardevoir line here to evolve up into Guardi EX, and then we'll be able to attach energy to our Banettes and any other Psychic Pokemon on our board. And then when we put the damage counters, you know, onto our active or onto our bench Pokemon, we can move it away with Adrenabrain or Monkey Dory. Spiritom's in here. We got a Mew EX and Radiant Alakazam to move the Everlasting Darkness damage to other bench Pokemon to try and stall our opponents in the active. The only differences that I've made on this list, I've got one Lost Vacuum. We're going to be sucking up some Bravery Charms and whatnot. And then I added a Calamitous Wasteland. Now, I've seen some people run like 2/2 Gravity Gemstones. But honestly, I feel like it could be a pretty cool combo to have Gravity Gemstone on an active Banette and then play down Calamitous Wastelands, which increases the retreat cost of non-basic fighting Pokemon by 1 more. So we're using like evolved Pokemon usually to attack with, being Banette, Gardevoir. So this means that we can still retreat with our, well, it's going to be 3 retreat costs with the Gravity Gemstone. But our opponents, if they're a basic Pokemon that's not fighting, and we've got a Gravity Gemstone that's active, they're going to have to find 3 energies to retreat, or bump the stadium, or remove our Gravity Gemstone. Build a Sinistra Dusknoir deck. What are your thoughts? Goldwolf, jump into the Discord and post the list. I'm always keen to have a look at your guys' special spice. I mean, you know, if you're sharing around lists and you want any different, like, options of cards that I think might be better to play in the deck, I'm always down just to, like, drop it in Limitless here and play around with a couple of cards and be like, oh, this might be a little bit better of a 60-card deck. So yeah, jump into the Discord, which should be linked in the bio as well, and swing on. Let me know in the chat as well. Is anybody else jumping in this tournament? I think maybe we've got 1 minute to register, so hopefully if you're already down, you've jumped in by now. But yeah, this deck is super cool. I don't know, I didn't win. I got second in a cup with it maybe like 6 months ago or so. And I was like, dude, this deck feels pretty cool. And then maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I saw Dortmund Regionals, I was like, oh, low-key, this format kind of feels like a Banette play. And then now I've heard a lot of people talk about Banette EX. And I'm like, no, don't leak the source. Everybody's leaking the source. I think Azul might have played it on stream for like a tournament or something. I was like, stop. Put it in the bin. I wanted to play this deck. Oh, dude, that sucks. Well, if there's some way of she can send it to me, I guess via my Instagram or somewhere like that, if she's happy for me to have a look at it and discuss things with her. But yeah, if your parents don't let you jump in a Discord server, just don't jump in there. All right, so it looks like we probably have our round 1 up and ready to go. We do. We got PKS Blaze, which I think I've seen this homie chilling around. What are they playing? We got Comfy, Dreefy, Dracoloak. We've got a Lost Zone. Oh, geez. This is going to be interesting. Lost Zone Dragapult. A deck that no one thought would be a play. And it doesn't have Greninja, so this feels pretty free. We're really good into Lost Box decks, even when they have Radiant Greninja. But I think if they don't, it might be a little bit hard for them to get going. We can just, like, lock Comfies in the active, spread damage to the bench. Are you ready for F rotation? I'm not gonna lie, Chuckles. That is, like, 6 months away, and I have not even thought about it. But I definitely should be thinking about it, because I probably do need to sell some of my singles. Which, you know, is pretty important. I run a Pokemon card store, so it's pretty good to... Alright, I've got a friend request. Apparently, I'm gonna jump in. I don't know where this is cap. I saw it on... I think somebody posted it on X, that this is, like, gonna now be instantaneous friend requests. And they've actually fixed... Let's see. They've actually fixed like, the friends list. If that's the case, probably the best change that they've made in the entire game. Like, I would be chilling here whenever I do a tournament, which isn't very often because I don't have too much time. But when I do have time, I'm like, this is a 30-minute round, and I've got around about, like, 25 minutes left because it takes 5 minutes to actually find a game. Anyway, we're getting into round number 1. I will turn on my my game score in a second. We're not 5-3. Do I want to go first? Yeah, why not? What was it? Yeah, of course we do. Against Comfy deck? Absolutely. Alright, we're 0-0 at the moment. And we're ready to game. Ready to just cut my Lost Vacuum from Sinister. I think that might be the play. This is kind of sketch, honestly. This is kind of sketch. I think I'm going to put Radiant Alakazam. Like, that's so sketch. You know what? We just Ultra Ball for a... We're Ultra Ball for a second. We'll Ultra Ball for a second, Shuppet. Because I can get... Oh, we don't have to. Maybe I'll Ultra Ball for a Routes instead. Alright, let's get a Routes in play. Are we going to prize check? I think so. We got 1 Professor's Research, 1 Ionos in hand. We've got 1 Ultra Ball prized. We've got Counter Catchers still in there. Calamitous Wastelands is going to be probably not as useful in this matchup, but, like, I mean, once we get rid of all of their switch opportunities, is it better to go first or second? With this deck, I think it's pretty much always better to go first. At least if you're picking blind. Do we attach energy? Probably not. They're not going to hand disrupt us this turn. And I don't think we need to really do too much. Our next turn, hopefully, is just going to be evolve, active, chuck an energy on it, and start swinging. Yeah, we do only play... What is it? I think... No, 11's way too much. I think we play 9 energy in the deck. So sometimes it could be a little bit interesting, even Ionoing off 6. Like, I think we had... maybe 1 Psychic Energy prize. So odds of us finding an energy is not too bad. So we probably could have attached first turn, but we'll see. Our main aim here is just to establish item lock right now. Like, the moment that it flicks over to us, hopefully we can establish an item lock. And what are they going to be able to do? They won't be able to switch out into different things. They won't be able to use, like, rare candies. So these will have to all evolve up into Dracoloaks. Which we probably can just target them down. But yeah, Lost Box decks usually work a lot better when you have access. Oh, that's kind of griefing. Maybe we should have attached. This could be a mad teleportation burst angle. But we could just get a... Prime Catcher and then shoot us off into the active. Alright. Chuck down an Iono. I mean, the fact that they have used their... do we Body Puffin just for 1 more routes? I think would be the play. Do we need another Shuppet? So we go Shuppet, and then we'll just go Radiant Alakazam. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, and that is a little bit grim, but we do kind of want to... We'll have Retreat next turn, or we can Monkey Dory. Yeah, maybe it would have been better just to attach Energy, because then we would have been able to retreat routes. But, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have played it too safe. Alright, we got a little Duskull down. But now they will have options to go into Rare Candy. They've only got 5, so they can actually get Mirage Gate off this turn, which isn't super unlikely. But we got Bannet EX, so there is I've been thinking about maybe potentially adding a TM Devo into the list. I think that could be a cool include. Yeah, feeling a little bit griefy now. Like, we definitely could have been getting KO last turn on, like, all of these dudes. Tatsugiri's out into play. Is it a pass angle? Yes, it is. Alright, so we do have item lock established right now, which is pretty good. I don't really need Guardy to get in the mix, so I'm going to go here. Retreat. Like, I would like to get Curliers. Losing Luminous isn't too bad. Alright, Gravity Gemstone. let's get that in the mix too. Alright, 2 energies just to get a retreat. We finally got a Curlier. We got Luminous Energy for next turn. But yeah, their hands are going to be pretty juiced up with items. Yeah, we'll keep it Luminous. I kind of like all of these cards, to be honest. I think we'll just we'll Darkness. We've got outs now to with Ultra Ball to get a Gardevoir. Monkey Dory start moving some damage across. But we do need another Bannet as well. Yeah, I'm trying to work out the maths of what's probably going to be better for us to knock out this Dragapult. Ideally, we want to maybe like take 2 prize cards first. 2 prize cards would probably be pretty good. Oh, they got the rescue board. Into another Comfy. Alright. Are they gonna Jet Headbutt? Yeah, Jet Headbutt for 70 damage. Alright, we might just we might boss up the Dreepy, I reckon. Could be the move. And now that we've got this damage here, we can just throw it back to them with Monkey Dory. We don't really even need to go up into another fella. Probably would be worth keeping Cypher Maniacs for next turn. We did lose 1 Luminous, so that's our only Luminous left. We probably won't need to re-establish a Monkey. Another Curlier. That's just going to give us outs to like grabbing boss, whatnot. Alright, we can get 1 more refinement in. Alright, I think I might lose the counter catcher now that we do have outs for boss with Bannet. Alright, that's not doing much for us. Alright, we'll Adrenabrain to start us off with. And we'll go... I mean, should we just focus down the rescue board first? There's not really too much of a need to push them ahead. I don't think Duskull is going to be too much of an issue. Like, what are they really going to ping? I think we'll just, like, target down both of these at the same time. We can go for, like, 3 prize card turn, but we do need to find Turo to free up a bench space. So we can Bannet to get a bench space, go Ultra Ball for those, and that will do it as well. Yeah, we got different options that we can play. Because then we can move 30 off here to there, to there. And then it'll just be a matter of whether we can piece together a turn. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I'm gonna refinement first. We'll get rid of some of these bad boys. Boink. The whole body profit off those. Not today, please. Yeah, next turn we can go for 3 prize cards. Can we... Oh, now they've evolved into Dracoloak, it might be an additional turn. But that doesn't really matter too much. Maybe we can go for 4. If we go for Bannet... Oh no, that's right, we got rid... No, we got rid of the Zam! Tisk, tisk, tisk. Alright, we'll just go for Guardian then. Definitely check your prize cards, peoples. Oh, your discard pile. Yeah, Rad Alakazam we got rid of, like, really early. Skill issue, I would say. We might Siphon Maniacs just to make sure that we've got another guaranteed Super Rod and... Do we want one more energy? Probably want to go for one more energy. Because they are... they're not going to be playing Judge or anything that's going to disrupt us. Alright, well, Adrenabrain to move some of this damage off. Where do we want to chuck it? Let's just keep spreading it. I don't know, they could go like Dusclops and just pop, but then we still get a prize card, so that's fine. I just want to line up as many prize cards as I possibly can. And with Super Rod being able to give us our Alakazam back in deck, that'll be pretty chill. And then we might be able to get a couple of extra turns here. So I think with Bannet, I'll Bannet for Siphon Maniacs to get that back. And then I'll be able to recycle back in... be able to recycle in Thingo. Yeah, I'll be able to recycle in Alakazam and get it actually onto the board, which is good. Alright, so... Got Super Rod off top deck. We do want to find just an additional energy, so I'm going to Refinement. And keep 1 Refinement available. Cool. Then I'm going to Puppet Offering to grab Siphon Maniac. So that way when we shuffle in Super Rod, we get Alakazam, get another Bannet, and we need a Shuppy. We'll get Guardy just in case. Alright, cool. So now that we've already got those, we can Siphon Maniac and get the 2 Pokemon that we want to put back into play. Put those onto top, and we grabbed a Psychic Energy so that we can Refinement. Straight back into it, baby. Alright, we're cleaning. We're kind of cleaning. Alakazam chucks that down. Bannet. We'll Radiant Alakazam move some of this damage off the active. And we'll chuck it there and there. We'll just... Like... I still want to keep this in the active... So, Calamitous Wastelands probably would have been really good. We can just move 10 damage. Alright, I mean, this lines us up that we can go for a knockout on active, a knockout here, and a knockout here next turn. So we can get 3 prizes next turn. And I'm getting to that point where I'm quietly confident that this Dragapult is probably not going to survive a Poltergeist attack. Alright, there's an Iono. That's fine. We now have 2 Gardevoirs in deck, and we got plenty of draw on board. This is wild. It's like turn, what, like turn 6? Taco Cat, welcome into the stream. Are you in the tournament as well? Alright, they've got 1 whole energy attached to their active, which is pretty good. I'm thinking maybe bossing up the Tatsugiri now could be absolutely hilarious. Because this does take us down to a knockout on Dracoloak. Like, we go to a 4 prize turn. What's them getting support is really going to do? We still have Prime Catcher, I think. Yeah, Prime Catcher is still available. I think it might be in the prize cards. Alright, so... we'll keep cheesing on this this little fella. Oh, maybe we should just take out. Alright, I mean, no matter what, we're going to be using Painful Spoons. So I think what we go Painful Spoons. Go 1, 2. We'll just take prize cards on this turn, I reckon. Like, it's going to open up a bench space, but I kind of would like to go and just get rid of, like, all 4 of these. And then just leave 2 prizes for the last knockout. So I think I'll go 1 more turn of just Everlasting Darkness. Yeah, that seems chill, doesn't it? I feel like that's chill. I will actually have to... find a Gardevoir EX first, though. Which I was about to say, it's pretty much guaranteed off that. Because I want to evolve and start throwing down some additional damage to Monkey Dory away. Alright, Psychic Embrace. That's going to give us our retreat option. Adrenabrain. 1 and 2. Alright, and I think we're probably pretty chill there. Like, I don't know whether I really need to thin out any additional cards. I guess we will. We'll get rid of an energy just in case. Got the dub first round. Let's go, Jake. On it. Absolutely on it. And Everlasting Darkness. Alright, so we get 1 more turn to move damage. But next turn we can, like, retreat into Bannet. If they hit us here, like, that gives us so much free additional extra HP. Alright, they can start swinging. They've got no targets on the board, though, so that's just, like, free damage that we can throw back. Remove the Comfy. I don't think them taking out the drawing engine's going to do too much. Honestly, I probably would have put it on Monkey Dory, maybe. The real question is, should we just Turo... Just Turo active, probably. I mean, we're going to take out this Comfy with the Adrenabrain. Take that prize card. Like, they got 6 cards in hand. I'm sure that they're not going to have the nuts. Prime Catcher is pretty lit. Honestly. Turo, Prime Catcher up. Do I even worry about... I feel like I just take the knockout now. I'm sure it's gonna be a knockout. Like, surely. Surely it's a knockout. 80 drops that down to... Yeah, they need 4 trainer cards in their hand. Like, surely the odds are pretty good. And if they're not, I'm assuming we can clean it up later. Alright. No, they had 3! They had 3! That's okay. I probably should have grabbed another Gardevoir EX just to evolve this one. Or maybe Prime Catcher on the little fella might have been better. Regardless, we got Turo, so unless they can, like, do some major damage, I don't think we're too stressed. So this next turn we go move 20, Adrenabrain, move 30, and then hit for knockout. And then we'll have knockout on one of these boys guaranteed. Alright. So So they'll take 3 prizes, but they won't really be able to take 3 prizes again. Alright, so push Bennett. There's a Psychic Energy, but we do just want a Psychic Embrace. Like, we already know what's in their hand. We know what they've got. 1, 2. Because they didn't even like burn their bowls or whatever last turn. So we go, they should have just played their nest balls out. 1, 2. Painful Spoons. Moving 1 and 2. I mean, they might knock out a monkey. Do we have that extra Luminous still? We don't have Luminous. That kind of sucks. But if they knock out a monkey, they're not knocking out anything else. So that's pretty fine. Alright, Poltergeist. Yeah, that will definitely be enough. The fish. Yeah, so if they don't remove this Monkey Dory from play, we just have it. Very good, attract customers. What does Banner do? Banner's got the Everlasting Darkness attack, so it does 30 damage for 1 Psychic Energy, and during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards. So the main thing is you just like try and stall some of your opponent's Pokemon in the active. You use Everlasting Darkness to stop them using items, and then once they've got a big handful of items, you can use its second attack, Poltergeist, for a Psychic and a Colorless. It does 60 times the amount of trainers in your opponent's hand. So not even just items, just trainers in general. So that does a lot of damage. When it gets to it, that will do a lot of damage. They don't even have 10 in the Lost Zone. This Sableye might not even do anything this turn. Which could be pretty crazy. Do you like this more than the Banner Dusknoir one? I think so. I think it's got a little bit more flavor to it, honestly. Like, I feel like there's way better lines that you can find with this deck compared to what might, you know, be popping in in the other one. The other deck, the Henry Brand Dusknoir deck, is pretty much like turn 1, try and like establish your board, and then turn 2 just wipe your opponent's board. Which with this deck, it's, you know, a little bit more stall based. Alright, so with Prime Catcher, that just locks us in for game. Or we could just boss. Boss does work as well. Alright, we'll boss. Actually, did they have enough? Do they actually have enough items? What did they use? Could be very interesting. No, because we just Monkey Door. Yeah, I was about to say, like... I was about to say, if they don't have any other items in their hand or trainers, Poltergeist might not actually do it. But, yes, an Everlasting Darkness for 30 damage definitely will. Alright. There we go. Round number 1 is a dub. GG's. GG's Blaze. Alright. And we've got 11 minutes. So that's a little bit of time for us to check out what the current meta is doing for the tournament. I was talking with Jake about potentially adding Manaphy for this tournament. Which when I saw Comfies, I was like, uh-oh, we might come up against Greninja. But decided against it. I thought, this probably isn't worth it. There's still like a couple of matches left. Alright, let's check out the metagame. There's the most percentage of this tournament is Palkia Dusknoir, which is going to be pretty much if we win the coin flip and elect to go first, we probably should win from there. But yeah, that's a pretty high meta percentage for Palkia Dusknoir. Raging Bolt Ogerpon is a pretty decent matchup. Snorlax Stall's really good for us. Terrapagos Dusknoir's really good for us. Charizard Pidgeot's pretty good for us. Lugia's a little bit, hey, how's it going? Honestly, there's like not too many decks here that we're like upset to see. Which I kind of feel like that's how the deck is. Is there actually any Gardevoir? Literally, there's not a single Gardevoir in the entire metagame right now. We've got anybody that was like a Guardian Joyer like myself is like, alright, I guess we're going to play Guardy with Banette in there. What do we got here? We got it's probably all going to be like similar lists to like Pipelopine. No, this one's like the Azul 60. I thought I saw Azul play an Earthen Vessel and an Extra Gravity Gemstone. I was like, I mean, I'm here for it. Everybody's like running the same Pokemon count. It's like, alright, we're not going to play Shoes today. Is this the exact same one as well? I think this is more Pipers. There's 3 Shoes in here, so someone's cut a card for something. 1 Gravity Gemstone. There's a missing card in there somewhere. All seem pretty chill. Pretty chill, pretty chill. Alright, so we know that that Jake has got a dub. Jake, who did you play? Conkeldurr! Conkeldurr! That would have been a hard one. What do you do with this? You just trap a Brute Bonnet and just be like, what can this deck do? How many switches has it got? It's got 2 switch. That's got to be like the freest matchup, surely. So free. Like after they use 2 switch, pack it up, go next. Like they don't play any energies, so they can't retreat any of their guys. And they don't play like a dark Pokemon with like Petrarunt to like active retreat. There's got to be so free. I love that there's Conkeldurr Enjoyers still out in the mix though. Like that's so gas. What's the one? I think Conkeldurr must have way higher meta percentage than Guardy does, which is wild. And there's one whole Conkeldurr. What's this Hisuian Samurott? I keep seeing people playing this Hisuian Samurott deck. I don't know why it was getting so much hype. I don't know what its game plan is. I know the V-Star just puts 4 damage counters down. Like, is that supposed to be, like, cracked at Fortnite? Like, 4 damage counters? Cool. If your opponent's Pokemon has... Like, this isn't even spread 4 damage. This is you put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. Actually, yeah, one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, you could do that once. And then you get the extra damage bump here. So, you can hit for big damage only for 2 energy. Which isn't bad with, like, Dark Patch. But, like, where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? That's the whole strat. They started Brute. I got Eerie on the Switch. And they used Forest Seal Stone and then Concealed, assuming their other Switch was prized. That's the, I think that's the end of Bro's tournament, I reckon. If I paired round 1 Snorlax Stall when I was playing Conkeldurr, I'd be like, gee. Isn't the giveaway tomorrow? Was I giving away something? Vibey, please let me know. was I giving away something? I am planning to do a giveaway for a video that's not this next one. The video that's going to be dropping in 2 days is not to leak the source. It's a tournament video. Pretty lengthy one. But yeah, was there a giveaway? If there was, show me the receipts and I'll sort it. Alright. We got Darkrai Dusknoir. Honestly, Darkrai Dusknoir, the Tim 60, kind of fallen off. Still a really good deck in my opinion. But it's kind of flopping. That looked like a way beefier deck than what I've seen cooking. Luxray Controls, kind of coping. Hydrapple Ogerpon, there's a one of. There's only one other deck. Usually when we jump in tournaments, there's a bunch of these. I don't actually know how many people ended up in here. I think there was like 125 people that registered, but I think probably if you get that many people registered, maybe like take off 15%, 20% of the people that register that just won't check in. I've done that many times. Alright, so there's 41 matches, so there's only 82 people in this tournament, which was crazy. That's like 33% of players who are like, I'm gonna sign up for this event, but I'm not gonna play it. Oh, this is so cool. I saw an Entei. Oh, it's not even the exact same list. I saw an Entei Ogerpon list pop up on Facebook, and I'm like, surely that sucks. And then I like played 2 games this morning before starting the stream, and I paired into one of them. I'm like, is this like a thing, or have I just ran into the one dude that was like posting it on Facebook? It was a different YouTuber, my bad. Ah, well, tell me who it is, Vibey, because I'm gonna jump in it. Free giveaway? Let's go. But yeah, one of the videos that I'm going to be cooking, I haven't recorded any of it yet, but there will be a giveaway component to it. So, I mean, hopefully I'm not giving away too much stuff. I'm not going to leak the source, but we might be giving away some things. Victory PvP, what's up? How you doing? Welcome into the stream. Alright. I think if... Oh, shoot. I was about to say... I think if all the matches are done, we're probably like pretty close to starting. No, we got a Lugia! Alright. Scary, 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 scary. Is it a good idea to play Guardian in a tournament? Who knows? Honestly, who knows? I would say it's probably a little bit scary at the moment. But there's a lot of things that are punishing Guardy. But it could be the same thing of, you know, if nobody's expecting Guardy, no one's teching for it. But then also, people don't really have to tech for Guardy. Most of the decks are just actually kind of destroying it just naturally. Alright, we got standard, we got Wordy. Klefki is in the deck. What are things that we can try and force into the active and stall? We don't have any way of getting rid of Legacy. If we could have if we could have got rid of Legacy in some way, then being able to stall Iron Hands is pretty good. We can hope that they just prize it. I guess it's like grab Squawkabilly. But they just play so many Jet Energies, like trying to stall it's just not really ever an option. It's a pretty bad matchup, I will say that. Pretty grim. Pretty grim matchup. You know a way to find a free booster box? I mean, if it's a giveaway, if someone's giving it away. If someone's giving away a free booster box, that's probably the best way. I don't know how to get a free booster box. Usually, if you want to get, like, free packs, I would recommend going to your local card store on their, like, Pokemon League days. On Pokemon League days, usually they'll give out, like, prize packs and whatnot. Depending where you are in the world, I think prize... Actually, I literally got a message from our local store say that they've got prize pack series... Yeah, prize pack series 5 finally just came in here in Australia. I don't know whether anybody else has got them in Australia, but we got ours down here in Tasmania. But everybody in like America's had them for ages, I'm pretty sure. Anything is free if there's no cops around. Well, if something goes on in the Pokemon space, Victory, I know who we're going to be pointing fingers at. True. Like, oh, who could it have been? Oh, might have been Victory. Is this guy checked in? Have I checked in? I have checked in. We both checked in. G'day. I mean, that first round was, like, really quick for us getting our invite. So, I mean, I'm thinking maybe it's fixed. Anthony, what's good? What's good, what's good, what's good? Yeah, I'm trying to think of any lines. What do you mean, JK? I'm trying to think of any lines that we might have against this deck besides just, like, bossing up an Archeops and using Poltergeist and being like, all right, I hope we, I hope you've got enough items in your hand. We might be able to take out 2 Archeops and then stall some Lugias in the active. But once they can start throwing out energy, we kind of bodied. If anybody sees any additional lines for the for the matchup, let me know. All right, who is this? This was new. Somebody new. All right, I think I've got them on my list. Yo, Jen, welcome into the stream. How you doing? All right, this is the same guy. Okay. Challenge friend battle. All right, let's do it. What's up? We're gaming today. We're doing a Limitless tournament. They've got a couple of people in here. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit larger. It was going to be like over 100, but it's like 82 people, 84 people. I can't remember. But, you know, it's pretty decent. This time slot works out fine for me. Anything that's like 9 to 10:30 in the morning, my time, works out pretty well. So this is like a Latham tournament, which I don't know what time it is in Brazil. But it works out pretty well for me. I was going to do one of the late nights yesterday, but I just had like way too much stuff on. I did like 12 hours of editing on the new video that's dropping this weekend. And I was like, all right, that's probably me done. All right, we got Curly. We need to draw some cards, so that's probably going to be going in. I would have liked to have started and gone first, but they won the toss. I got the Aggron list, by the way. Can you make a possible deck profile to try win a tournament with it? Probably not with that one. I think that might be reaching a little bit too much. I have done some like deck videos where people have sent me a deck and then I've like gone through and cooked the list myself to play. Pass angle. No attach pass. Mezzogoza Tails. No attach pass. Doesn't attach. Passing. Ultra Ball sucks. Especially if it's for double Archeops. Alright, no double Archeops. We got Iono. Please be a Chops. We need a lot to happen here, but definitely removing a Chops from their hands is pretty good. So right now, we're going to Offen these guys. We're definitely going to hit a Mezzogoza. It'd be selling not to hit a Mezzogoza. I always love it when we get the heads. Oh, damn. When we get the heads and they get the tails, it's like so goated. We'll attach one there. Like, I do have Iono with Curlier, but like, they've got a Chops in their hand. I need some more cards. You kind of have to Iono. Calamitous Wasteland. Kind of cracked. Another Shuppy. Another fella. I think I'm just going to play the Calamitous Wasteland. Like, that's a hard one, dude. Like, I don't want them to have Mezzogoza. I'm just going to pass it over. I think I want to try and retreat next turn, if possible. Just lock in. Just lock in, bro. Just lock in. Oh, I need to change game score. There we go. Just lock in. That's all you need to do. Like, I didn't want to give them Mezzogoza, but like, I kind of want Mezzogoza next turn. They locked me in a prison. Yeah, so we're fine like losing Monkey Dory, but I think the only way that we can really like cook something up here is this is gonna be like, this has got to be a double Archeops. Oh no, they still don't have it. This is for Archeops. Read the wind. Archeops, read the wind. You don't have a Professor Research in there or a Carmine. Doesn't exist. Those cards aren't played. It would have been super cool to go for a knockout on Lugia this turn. Alright, so they've got 2 in the bin. So they're getting there. Like, this is why I kind of want Counter Catcher for next turn. Oh, Iono's pretty based. Pretty based. Maluku. No, that sucks. Can you get a group of homies together and just put in some reps? I'm kind of thinking about just getting a Curlier. I think Calamitous Wasteland is just going to be a hindrance to me, honestly. Like, I think if I get in a situation where I put down a Calamitous Wasteland, like, they're not going to retreat. They're just going to use Jet Energy. Alright, I'm just going to start throwing some damage down this turn, I think. Let's go for some damage. Get this fella up. I will Lost Vacuum the Mezagoza. Not the for you. Do we want to... I mean, they didn't evolve last turn, so I think we probably just research. I suppose they did read the wind, so... With that all said and done. They also don't have a Minccino down yet, which is pretty good. Pretty good. We will grab a Curlier. We probably pitch... Honestly, probably losing Iono's fine. I think we might need to, like, use Turo to get back into the game at some point. Alright. We'll retreat. And we'll Darkness. Like, we could Turo next turn just to remove some damage if they chuck down damage onto our guys. I think it's probably a safer play. Probably a little bit safer. Alright. They do have a Lugia V-Star. So they can hit us for potentially... What can they go for? Potentially... Oh, if they, like, DTE. If they don't DTE, they can go for 220. But next turn, it would be great to knock out one of these Archeops, potentially. I don't know how to play this one super well. Like, we've got Prime Catchers and Boss. So... Yeah. Alright, Blood Moon Ursaluna. We can trap that really early and force them to load it up with a lot of energy. Alright. They're choosing not to go Cinccino, which... Well, Cinccino's, like, pretty good for them. So, energies-wise, they've got 2 here. How many do they play? This is why it's so good on Limitless. We can just find out how many they play. They play 17 energy, so they got a lot of energy. Tempest Dive. So there's 6 in play that we know of. Oh, dude, Prime Catcher's so gas. So gas. If we find a Gardevoir, it's gas. So we got Ultra Ball for Guardy. Probably just get rid of the Artisan. There's another energy. Like, is this fire? Like, is this actually going to, like, cook? I really hope this cooks. The problem is, after that, our next turn's just, like, nothing. It's, like, really nothing. Like, I think Turo is going to be the play here, but I think maybe just keeping lines open for the next turn's better. So instead, that Ultra Ball just becomes... This Ultra Ball just becomes another Curlier for us to draw more cards. Like, I'm so scared of just going in with... with Bannet. Alright. Oh, shoot. I just got rid of our energy. That ain't no good. We may be stalling. We may be stalling for a turn. Yeah. That might be the play. Prime Catcher, throw up the Shuppet. Probably like the Monkey, considering we don't have energy. And just pass. Bro, why did I sell like that? To be fair, a second ago, I was expecting to go for a Guardy EX. Last week, the best players were in Kentucky Regionals. So that's how I got 4th. That is a way to do it. They've got a Sob Ogerpon on the board with a Legacy Energy, which can take out both of our Curliers. That is not fantastic. Yeah, this is looking worse and worse. I think just like getting an Archeops in the active probably was just like better. Double turbo's gone. How many do they play? Sometimes people are going down to like 3 double turbos. This has got 4. Yeah, they'll take 3 prizes this turn. That's pretty sketch. From the screen to the ring to the No, you can't be saying that. Don't be hitting the KSI. No KSIs in chat. Alright, we do have Mew EX in hand. We can play out all of our cards. So if I go... I mean, then we just have to hope that we draw into energy, though. I don't like that very much. Super Rod. Zam. And probably just Zam. I don't know why I bench the Shuppet. They can literally just take more prize cards again. Alright. Great. Luminous. A lot of it. Everlasting Darkness. I now just need to, like, raw draw into a boss. Yeah, I think Archeops is probably the grab. But I needed to be Everlasting Darkness. And then even if I Everlasting Darkness, I still get my active knocked out the next turn. Maybe I should, like, yeah, I don't know. I needed an extra energy, maybe just a Poltergeist. Don't play the Mist Energy now. So I can't play down the second Luminous onto this guy, because if you put 2 Luminous onto the same dude, it literally just removes the effect of the special energy. So... yeah. Our lines? Where? So they'll take 1 prize card this turn, because they will hit bench for 200, for 120. Yeah. Alright. That's worse. So they can take 2 more prizes. Oh, dude, you know what's a sick line? I think I might have just found the line. I mean, there has to be a... Oh, no, because this only attacks the active and 1 extra bench. I was like, oh, bossing up an Archeops, then going Mew, and then copying Torrential Pump to go 100, and then snipe a bench. You could take out 2 Archeops. No. No, you cannot. This better be a good card. If it's not, we body. That's got enough HP to survive. Restart for 1 additional card. Great. Gravity Gemstone. Yeah. Yeah, they just keep recycling this over and over and over and over and over again. Like, we might have a potential out of top deck Iono and getting a KO on this active. And then they've got no way on board to KO another Bannet. But they only need 1 boss. Like, if they just find a boss, they win after that. So we have to, like, Iono them to 1. Knock out anything that doesn't have a gift energy on it. Hopefully. But if we own it a 1, then they're going to only have 1 card in their hand, and that's probably going to be an energy. Yeah, it's the same thing as like it's the same thing as like stall in this matchup. Like they've got no way of sticking anything in the active. And everything that they play can attack. So unless we had a way of getting rid of the luminous energy or the legacy energy, we don't really have like any outs. Great. Yeah, cool. 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 Yeah, I think we're just gonna scoop that one up and go next. Dude, the Lugias. How many Lugias were out here today? GG's. Yeah, that's a bit of a game there, isn't it? I mean, that's fine. If we don't run into another Lugia, we'll be pretty okay. Yeah, I think the only thing that I feel like comfortable with there is maybe if they do chuck down the Wellspring Oppent, then using the Mew. But I definitely should have evolved into a Gardevoir EX, because after I didn't have a Gardevoir, yeah, yeah. But my next turn was like top deck as well, so yeah, we're kind of in the thick of it, as Victory would say. A tournament. Pairings. Jake's getting up. Jake's getting in the mix. Pack your Dusknoir. Snorlax Stall. Pretty good. It's a pretty good deck. Yeah, best of one with like the 06 Chi-Yu package. Kind of heat. I feel like you could probably just go one or the other. Like, I feel like 06 is probably like a good enough card that maybe you don't need Chi-Yu. But I like 06 so much more in, like... I think I like it more in Pidgeot Control, because you have a little bit more urgency of when you can just go into the deck and grab 06. But, like, Chi-Yu, sometimes you just have to, like, throw it in the active, put a Hero's Cape on it, and just start milling. But, like, you don't have any free retreaters, so... yeah. Yeah, I thought that would probably be like the only... yeah, they didn't have any rats, so I was like, oh, we might have a chance here, because if they rebench them down, we can spread damage to them. But then, well, we had to go second, which feels a little bit mid. So I was like, no matter what, this deck, if it goes first, it's so much better. But yeah, after going second and then not getting like a Poltergeist opportunity, I think we had to like get a second energy down and get a Poltergeist, but they didn't knock us out, so we were stuck having to attach to the active retreat and then item lock, in which that point they'd used like 3 of their Ultra Balls already. Alright. Yeah, look how good Snorlax Stall's looking. What's our... so there was like, what was it, 7 people, so like 10% of the meta? A little bit under 10% of the meta playing Stall. Some of them are getting cleaned up, though. What's your opinion on Giratina V-Star deck? That you get in one of the first decks when you go on TCG Live? I actually don't know. What's the... is it just a Lost Zone Giratina deck? I was actually, like, down to, like, try playing Lost Tina at some point. I don't know. I feel like Lost Tina is still, like, kind of flavorful. Which tournament is this? We're playing the Poké deck. Poké deck 73. You can't see it. It's, there it is. Free Poké deck 73. I think it's a Brazilian one. I mean, at least at least I can't read it, and it looks Spanish. So I think it's regardless, it's like a LATAM tournament. Oh yeah, for participants outside of Brazil, credit will be given in the form of current rotation codes. But yeah. There's not too many players in it. It's like around about 80 something players. Someone's named No Thorns. Man, I respect it. We're using Banat Guardi. I can just find me. View. That's not my deck. Yeah, so we're running like a pretty standard one. We've got the only changes here, we got Lost Vacuum. And I added a Calamitous Wastelands. That's Portuguese. Oh, I don't know why I thought they spoke Spanish in Brazil. Portuguese. Portuguese it is. Dude, I respect there's someone in here named No Thorns. There is only one Iron Thorns, though. I'm gonna try to get Aggron on those top deck lists before rotation. Yeah, I mean, this is what's good. Like, you can jump in on Limitless TCG. You can play a tournament pretty much every single day. So even if your locals is cancelled because all the players are at regionals, then you can just jump on here and play a tournament as well. And then that gives you a lot, like, less of a barrier to actually playing, you know, a rogue deck, because you're like, well, I don't have to travel anywhere to just whip out my Aggron VMAX deck. I can just run it back. Where's No Thorns? Bro, who's out here rocking the No Thorns? Missed round. No. Sal. My list is minus Nest, Wasteland, plus 2 trekking shoes. Yeah, I don't know. I like 2 Nest. I'm too scared. I'm too scared of, like, not getting Pokemon out on my first turn. So I don't know whether, like... But, like, trekking shoes are, like, so good in the deck. But they're always going to be, like, your next cut. If you're going to add anything, it's like... Unless it's adding the things that you previously cut for shoes, it's like, well, my next cut's always going to be 1 trekking shoes, I think. I was like, well... Probably, I don't even think Lost Vacuum's going to get, like, that much use. But I'm like, I've got a couple of extra stadium bumps. There's, like, a lot of Pokestops. So, 2 Artisans, Calamitous Wasteland. Feels kind of okay. Oh, this is my postman. He's delivering my package and it came in between a round. That's so good. I've got a couple of cases of booster boxes that are rocking up. It's raining outside, so they're going to be a little bit moist. We can crack them open live. Didn't know you can enter tournaments and limits. Yeah, you can limit that. It's free. You can check like the upcoming tournaments and you can enter them whenever you want, and it's so good. Like they're all best of 1 as well, so they go pretty quickly. But usually I don't have much time, so I've tried to like schedule at least doing 1 tournament stream every like 2 weeks, and then potentially just doing 1 stream as well in the middle. 4th person on the right side. Yeah, I was not looking. Yeah, please, No Thorns. All right, I'm gonna be right back because I've got to go and razz up the postman before he delivers all my goodies. So I'll see you guys in like 2 minutes. All right, we're back. We're back and with a perfectly staged time to do a sponsored shout out, I guess. If anybody lives in Australia, I mean, we do ship internationally, but anybody that lives anywhere else outside Australia can usually get stuff a lot cheaper than here. If anybody wants to check out the website linked in the bio. We got lots of Pokemon stuff. So I think I ordered like a couple of cases of Stellar Crown. Yeah, Stellar Crown for that one. I think maybe just Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade. Next week is pretty much going to be an entire... It's upside down, no! Yeah, I think next week's going to be like an entire week that I'm going to dedicate to updating the website, because I have been like pretty busy with just doing YouTube stuff and like, I don't know, just like shipping out orders. So I have not like sat down, and I haven't even added Stellar Crown singles onto the website. I don't even have Pouting Fates up there. I've got Twilight Masquerade, Temporal Forces, and I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have Shrouded Fable up there either, so I need to do a lot of things. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump on the website and check out what we've got there, feel free to go for it. But I would say probably check back the end of next week when I actually have some time to update the website a little bit. Going to do a pack battle with the mailman. Mara would respect that so hard. Each time, like, everything rocks up with, like, the Pokemon stuff on it, and they're like, oh, still got them Pokemans going? I'm like, yes, Brian, I've still got the Pokemans going. Every week. You see me every week. I don't know. Let's open up a pack of Twilight Masquerade while we're chilling. I'm not going to open up Stellar Crown. Yeah. I, like, pretty much don't open packs, like, for myself anymore. You know, I think it's probably like, it's one of those hobbies where it's like, oh, that'd be so good to be like my full-time job if I was just doing Pokemon cards full-time. Yeah, it's not as fun. Like, I'd prefer to live in bliss, I reckon. We'll live in bliss and just like collect, and then you don't have to be, you know, a little bit sad when like, oh, I step into the office and I just like inventory singles. And that's pretty much all that we do all day. All right, there we go. Let's game. We got an Eevee. That's pretty sick. I do love this artwork a lot. I haven't opened up Twilight Masquerade in a quick minute. Danny Phantom. Slugma. Disgusting. Swirlix. I do really like the artwork on this card. Festival lead. Kind of like slightly untapped. There's a lot of like festival lead ops out there. Oh, Kieran. Another card that's fallen off. I'm sure he will become relevant at some point, though. Cram Daddy. Who does the artwork for that? It looks like kind of Okacheke from here. Okacheke does do that one. That's so nice. Tatsugiri! Attracting customers. The goat. Dreepy. Come on, hit the big. Yeah, the big one. Oh, Caretaker. Huge. What a good guy. The Boomer Choi. We'll take that. Maybe I should put him in my case. I sold a couple of slabs, so I've got like 2 spots that are like, aren't taken up in my case. I'm gonna chuck him in there. Pretty good. He's pretty good. Ugh. Alright. We've still got like a couple of minutes left of this last match. Don't show the defeat screen. No. Get out of there. Alright. I'm so locked in. So locked in for this next one. So, who has lost? All around here, we've got Nicole. There's another Bannet Guardi. And Bannet Guardi Mirror would go crazy. 2 Bannet Guardis would go crazy. All in the same bracket. There's got to be... Somebody's got to run into this. Somebody's got to run into the Bannet Guardi Mirror. If we're all on the same record. This deck seems kind of interesting. I feel like this is similar to like Terrapagos, maybe. Like, we can just like stole. What are they? They only have rescue boards. They don't even have like a switch. Their only switch is double turbo energy and jet energy, which they probably need some of those throughout the game to attack with. So I think that's probably kind of free if we get that. Who else is in our bracket? The sad bracket. Another 1-1. Palkia, Dusknoir. We go first. We feel pretty good. They haven't finished yet. They're at the last round. The Charizard. I like that. And the Palkia, Dusknoir. It's an interesting matchup, that one. Depends if you go first to Zard. Which, in online tournaments, you can now, like, say, hey, instead of, like, blind picking go second, I can pick when I want to go first against matchups that I'm bad into. We also have Evan. God, it's so crazy that... there were only 4 Bannet Guardis, weren't there? And 3 of us won and lost, so... Yeah, oh no, there's only 3 of us. We all won round 1, and then we all lost round 2. So it's going to be just like mirror match city. I mean, I don't think there were any ties, so... Yeah, there were no ties last round, so... There's going to be 42 winners, 42 losers. So we got like a 1 in 21 chance. Ish of pairing. But then there's 2 of them, so we got a 2 in 21 chance. Around about a 1 in 10 chance of pairing another one of the Bannet Guardis. One of us has got to squeak out on top. It does say on my it does in fact say on my Google Translate into English from Portuguese. So this is only Swiss round, so there's no top cut, which I really like because I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do today. This video is gonna get edited. It's gonna be so good when it's finished and I don't have to worry about it. At the moment, the video is sitting at around about like, I think it's sitting at like 55 minutes. I cut out a lot last night. It was like over an hour. I think I cut out like 10 more minutes. The amount of passes that I go through on these things, too many. But then I also did record probably like, I recorded 114 minutes. 114 minutes of extra content to add in there. So that will probably get cut down into like 5-10 minutes. We'll see. Come on, boys. Pair up, pair up, pair up. I don't know how a Palkia, Charizard, Dusknoir can take that long. You like taking your own prize cards on yourselves. Both decks are taking their own prize cards. Like, surely we'd, like, speeding up through it. It's probably getting to that point at the end of the game where it's, I'm going to stall you out and boss up something that you can't get rid of. Like, if you play down a Dusknoir, it's just super scary. If you play down a Dusknoir and you don't pop it, and then your opponent goes to 3 prizes, or you go to... your opponent goes to 1 prize, or you go to 1 prize, and you now no longer can pop that Pokemon. Dusknoir's hefty. Dusknoir's a big dude. Brother's got a 3 retreat cost, so if you've got this guy in play, so always look out for this if it does come up. 3 energies is very hard for a Palkia to power up and then retreat into an attacker. So what have they got in here? Usually it's like, what, 1 switch? Yeah, they've got 1 switch in the deck and a prime catcher. So if they expend their switch and just throw out their prime catcher and now they have no other options on board, They don't play any, like, super odds. You can just boss up Dusknoir if they play it. Even, like, the Dusclops got 2 retreat. And then they have to commit to powering the, or chucking energy on this guy, and then maybe attacking with an Origin Form Palkia or a Greninja. Like, he's a scary dude if you don't pop him. So, I know I've seen a couple of people that just, like, will evolve Dusknoir, because, like, well, I've got a Duskull on my bench. I guess I should just evolve it into the Dusknoir to get cards out of my hand. Yeah, double check whether you got your switches, prime catches, and other things, because you might get in a point where you're a little bit stuck. Which is not a great place to be. Is this going to be our first tie of the tournament? Oh, no. It's finished. All right, we got round 2. All right, we got round 2. Uh-oh. We're going into another Lost Box. This time they actually have Greninja, though. So if we go first, we're kind of pretty good if we can turn 2 item lock. G'day. Alright, so just win coin flip. And who knows? They usually do get it, the Greninja, on turn 2, but they might not. They might not. Add friend. So yeah, this matchup can be pretty good for us. I think the last time I played this deck, it didn't have Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory wasn't out yet. So, that means that, oh, we got Aiden. What's good? What's good? We're in here, we're gaming. We're running an online Pokemon TCG tournament. What's good? How you been? Jono, please, dab me up, my guy. If anybody wants to go check out Aiden's channel, make sure I know how to, like, put links in the chat. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I'm not going to dox anything, though. We'll alright, Poke Retro. I can do these things. Go check out... Aha, there we go. Alright, there we go. Go check out Aiden's channel, Poke Retro. He does very funny skits, Pokemon related. Mostly Pokemon related. I've allegedly heard some Yu-Gi-Oh references. Allegedly. Popping up. So, we're still waiting for Jono to check in. Dude, there's no way we get a buy, bro. What am I going to do for 32 minutes and 18 seconds? Come on, Jono. We had you backed in on this one, my guy. No! We're gonna have to play ladder. Alright. Anybody pick a deck? Anybody pick a deck? We'll just play a random deck for 31 minutes. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Aggron. Victory. We playing Aggron VMAX for a round? We got 31 minutes. Oh, we got down paired. Dude, how were we the one that got the down pair? There's no shot that we got down paired. No. Dude. Dude, why are we so low? There are a couple of people that got the down pair. We got 2 down pairs. What the hell, man? That's okay, though. I mean, that's okay. I guess we'll just run some Bannock Guardy on ladder for a bit. Christ. What tournament is this? We're playing the... I should update the score. We're playing the Brazilian Pokédeck. Is it Pokédeck Weekly? It's a Brazilian tournament. The time zone works out really well for me, so... I mean, we end up playing just, like, really early tournaments, because those are always, like, the bigger ones. It's anything in, like, the LATAM or the US, Canadian region time slot. They just work out so much better. Like, wake up early, start at, like, 9, and just play from there. But yeah, it's it's pretty chill. Alright, we got the Spiel sleeves out. We'll start the monkey. We've got research next turn. Sucks that we'll have to use prime catcher, but we can just like prime catch into the active. That's a guardy. Alright, well, we don't bench a Spiritomb, that's for sure. Unless it's the mirror match. At the moment, it seems like Bannet Guardy's played more than normal Guardy. So this very well could be 2 Shuppets coming down onto the board right now. And I would not be surprised. Let's go! Raw Dog paired into the mirror match with a Turo dropping in. And they're going to go for an Enveloping Shadows. Potentially giving me the business of not being able to prime catcher this next turn. Alright, no prime catcher for us. Okay. Okay. I like to see it. Well, we're going to have to Raw Dog into some Pokemon now. Those will be Pokemon. And Calamitous Wasteland, we probably don't want. Alright, we got Ionos for next turn, so that's fine. We're locked. We're so locked. Yeah, if you're going first in this matchup and they don't item lock you, we're pretty good. So we can get our own item lock going next turn. And then it will just be a matter of, hey, dude, how cool will it be? Should we just go? Should we try and luck into it? Can't really play Calamitous Wasteland. Should we try and luck into it? We just be like, out of these 6 cards, what are the chances you got 5 items? Or what are the chances you got 5 trainer cards? Well, yeah. I don't really want to give them Artisan. We've got our first knock into Bannet. We could potentially go for Poltergeist next turn, which could be very interesting. No, don't get your own monkey. Please don't put a Luminous Energy on that guy. Alright, Iono's okay. If we Iono into Luminous, that would be really good. I dropped this Routes. This Routes might come in clutch. Alright, they're darknessing us as well. Very fair. Very fair. Double Monkey. Double Monkey. Could be huge. Okie dokie. So what have they played so far? I Iono'd last turn. Like, their hand potentially looks similar to mine. I feel like I should just evolve up into the other Bannet. I think we just have to chill here in Everlasting Darkness until something happens. Maybe we go one more turn of Everlasting Darkness, potentially. So 90, that's going to take them down to 160, which means they just have to have 2 item cards in their hand. They put a Luminous on Curlier? What is this cook? Is this trolling? What is this cook? There's got to be a crazy cook if this is the play. Shout out to anybody if they called the Luminous Energy attach. Alright. So if I move 3 more, I don't like... They don't have... We know that they don't have a Luminous in their hand, I would assume. Alright, there's our Luminous. We can afford just to go for another Darkness, maybe? We definitely want to chuck it on a different Pokemon that's not the active. Should we chuck it on the monkey? Could very much just be a Monkey Dory war. So at the moment they Poltergeist, they can deal 120 damage. No more than that. I would love to find a second Luminous. If we can start moving, like, all of this, that'd be so good. Dude, we should have gone. We should have gone for the Poltergeist. Their hand was loaded. We got that so easy. Alright, their Poltergeist does absolutely nothing, which is great for us. Absolutely hitting for donuts. That's so good. Alright, so should we go in with our own Guardy? We probably Monkey Dory. Or just like retreat to the bench. Monkey Dory. Go in with Guardy EX. I mean, we get to actually play item cards now, which is kind of lit. Kind of lit. Grab Guardy. We don't need Ultra Balls. Alright, this gives us a line now for us to boss something else. I don't know. I think we're just going with Guardy. I think not going with Guardy at this point seems like it could be a little bit of an L. One, 2, and 3 energy attached. And they'll also have items available. I'm gonna Monkey Dory some damage to what's relevant. And we're just Miracle Force. Bought lots of from a Pokemon Pop Attack vending machine in Rockham, Western Australia on Wednesday. Let's go, Greg. Did you get anything good? I hear Anthony Tones is stacking the packs over there to make sure that you get all the good hits. Alright, so if we get hit here for 240, we can take another knockout on this Bannet. I'm getting kind of scared that we might not have another attacker though. I probably should have just loaded up this Bannet as well. Just with the 1 additional energy. But I think after this we'll just retreat into this into this Bannet. Yeah, we can find 1 more Luminous energy, which I don't know. Our Ionos are not going to be as strong now. Going in with the Monk. This is an interesting maneuver. Very interesting maneuver. Get a little bit of extra damage. Throw it back. Gravity Gemstone. I don't think they can... For 30 damage, I don't think they can get it to a point where I can't power up this guy next turn. Like, I think I just take out their Monkey Dory this next turn. I probably won't be doing that with an Iono. Are they going to just Poltergeist? Potential. No? Where's going to be relevant? Well, you just throw it at the Shuppet. See what sticks. So we lose Monkey Dory next turn. But if they do take a knockout, we've got Radiant Alakazam, so we can start doing the same thing that they're doing to us back. But yeah, we lose this guy to Painful Spoons and a Monkey Dory. But yeah, that'll give us our own Painful Spoons. Not having outs to Refinement's pretty bad. This Mew's got absolutely zero value. I thought I might have needed a free retreat pivot, but negative. I can go, if they do knock out active, I can go... what HP are we at? Well, yeah, I can attach one more time there. We'll take Shuppet. Because this might be a card that we can use. Luminous Energy's pretty based. Pretty based. 2 Monkey Dories online, throwing damage back. Pretty good. Yeah, we'll just go active. Force them to use their Monkey Dory on this active if they want to knock it out. Double Monkey Dory feels really good, but they've got a lot of cards. They might also be able to get double Monkey Dory. They do only have 5 cards in deck, though. They really, like, thin that out. They're still thin and Trekking Shoes. Alright, there's their Iono. This will probably give us better cards than what we've already got in our hand. If they find another Luminous Energy as well, that's a bit tough. But they did attach one to Gardevoir, so they've probably only got 1 left in deck. Spoons. Which we're okay with because we can just, like, throw... Dude, that would have been so good. We got Turo as well. Alright. we got another fella. Another Curlier. Yeah, I think we just keep throwing energy. Keep throwing energy back at your boy. And we should probably leave a bench space open. Alright, so we'll go here. And then this will allow us to retreat all this energy back off. Go here. Yeah, that Gravity Stone actually, like, kind of feels good. Like, surprisingly enough, that, like, kind of actually feels okay. The real question is, should we go for a Poltergeist? I would have been feeling a little bit more secure if we could have moved some more damage across. Maybe we'll just go one more. We might go one more. We'll go one more Everlasting Darkness, and that might guarantee us. They still haven't taken a single prize card. We're still sitting here. I'm going to get some 151 today. Let's go, Greg. Got a gold Tilmask Ogerpon. That's so good. I think the like the Tilmask Ogerpons in gold, they look pretty clean. Out of all the other gold ones, like they look pretty sick. Just I think the green looks nice. And a Japanese Cornerstone, nice. Have a League Cup this weekend. I'm trying to decide what I should play. Any thoughts? Christina, if you've got Gardevoir already built, I mean, jump in. Jump in on the Guardy train. The deck feels like pretty sick. Playing it with Bannet is like really fire, I think. All right, here I think we low-key can probably just go for Poltergeist, and I'm pretty sure, like, surely that works for us. All right, I will remove this 3. I don't think anywhere is really relevant. Oh, yeah, right. I was about to say, I don't think really anything else is relevant, but we're definitely going to go for a Poltergeist that turn. They were probably going to deck out anyway. If we just Everlasting Darkness, they might not be able to use their Super Rod to get back in there. Alright. How's this next round been going? 13 minutes left. Love going Rogue, but my deck choices are between Bannet Gardevoir and Palkia V-Star Dusknoir. As I said, I really like Bannet. I played it. I think Mateusz won like a tournament maybe like 6 to 12 months ago, and I was like, all right, I'm putting together this list. The Monkey Dory wasn't out at the time, so it was like a little bit different than what it is now, but I think at the moment it's like pretty well positioned. Especially when you consider how many like other item-based decks like Palkia, Terapagos, all with Dusknoir, you know, pretty much anything that uses rare candies. Pokestop's a very good card for a reason, because there's a lot of items right now. Play Bannet. No items for you. Like, I think it's always, like, a good deck. Like, you can always perform very well with it, but at the moment, with how much, like, turbo Dusknoir there is in the format, it's pretty good. Like, if you go first, you've got a really strong matchup into most decks, besides, like, Lugia and... I don't know. We looked at, like, the meta share, and I was like, most of these matchups feel pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go to standings. Like, obviously, when there's all the rare candies and whatnot in Palkia decks. Like, what? They've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 cards in their 60-card deck roll items. And you say, hey, you can't use those. Pretty good. And then you've got, like, Pokestop, which gets more items. Those are kind of useless. Oh, you've even got Prime Catcher as well. I didn't even clock on that one. So you've got an extra 3 there. And then Irida gets you 1 Pokemon and 1 item. So half of that card's useless. Like, this deck now feels pretty abysmal when you remove all of those options. I don't know. I'm just, like, on the wrong screen. I'm on the wrong screen. But yeah, if you're playing into these, like, you've got... I need to have, like, a monitor up here. Looking over here is so far away. It's so far away. But yeah. Look at all these cards here. 2, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3. All useless when you're playing Bannet. Like, it's accidentally stumbled into being, like, a counter meta pick for a lot of decks. Like, I don't think Raging Bolt Ogerpon's nearly as bad, and it doesn't require them, like, too much. But, like, look at all these items. Look at all these. Craziness. And the Pokestops. 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You know, theoretically 28 cards that are all items. Useless. So good. So good. Which a lot of decks just already play a lot of items, but you know, these ones like kind of rely on it a little bit too much. So it finds a nice little spot. All right, we've got our... Oh, were we just looking at James's list? Yeah, we're going up against Origin Form Palkia, so we already know that... We already just had a look at their list. All right, so moving on into round number 4. And it's so good that we haven't had any issues with sending friend requests. It's like such a game changer. All right, I will pull up their deck again quickly, but I mean it's pretty standard. If we win the coin flip, we're feeling really good into this. They do have 3 Pokestops. I think most are playing 3 or 4. But yeah, it looks very, very standard. 2 Froakie, though. I think most were playing like a 1-1 line of Froak. So, I respect it. I play 4 Cornerstone, 4 Snorlax, 4 Mimikyu, whole bunch of cards, hand control. Yeah, I think that decks that are kind of like that feel really, really strong, like always. But you can just get like steamrolled. Like, what does that deck really do against like Gardevoir? Like Gardevoir just wins. This deck probably just wins. Bannet wins. Anything that plays a heavy line of Dusknoir usually can do pretty well. Like they just recycle a couple of Dusknoirs. 2 Dusknoirs, take out a Cornerstone Ogerpon. And then you can't really do much against like Origin Form Palkia. Most of the time with stall decks, like things have to go a little bit your way. You have to have a little bit of luck in them. Alright. Do we have a friend request? No. Alright. I do want to see how the homie Jake's going. Where's our Snorlax stall homies? 3-0 I'm expecting. 3-0 from Jake. The only 3-0 Snorlax. As it should be. As it should be. Oh no, he's got the auto loss. No thorns. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jake. I mean, good luck out there, soldier. Good luck. Lugia. He's feasting. Lugia's kind of out here feasting. Come on, James. Pick it up, my guy. Alright. No stress. Just win coin flip. Or, alternatively, we can get 4 shove it down turn 1. Because if we get 3 shove it down, I'm still not feeling 100%. Getting 1 Dusknoir popped is pretty abysmal. I'll send James another friend request. Is there a max, like, friend size on PTCG Live? I have a feeling that there's not. On Pokemon Go, there's, like, a max friend size, but I suppose, like, it's also strictly a mobile app. This is also, like, desktop as well. Come on, James. Hook a brother up. Hit him with the hello question mark. Maybe after next round we'll go through the results from last weekend's Louisville regionals, because I have not even had a glance at those yet. I saw when I went to check Dusknoir list, I like clicked on I clicked on Bannet Guardy list. I was like, oh cool, Piper finished pretty well at the last tournament. Aha, we're going. We're gaming. We're gaming. James is here. This was supposed to be instantaneous now. Don't tell me that the Pokemon trading card game has lied to me. Alright. No, this would definitely be the first time. Alright. Hopefully James accepts in a second, but if theirs is like mine. Oh, sorry, had connectivity issues. Challenge now. Rad. Well, if his turns are taking like 4 minutes, I think we can call a judge. If the connectivity issues are like that bad. But it's a fun troll. Yeah, you've pretty much chosen the 4 trolliest cards, or the 3 trolliest cards, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to play 4 copies of each of those. I reckon, Greg, you need to add a 1/1 line of the Noivern in there too, though. I'm going to resend. Oh no, he's sent one. What is going on? This was supposed to be fixed! Unexpected server error has occurred! What the heck? I was so, like, the first 3 rounds been so good. Well, the second round doesn't count. Oh, the third round doesn't count. But the first 2 rounds were, like, so good, so free. Friend request sent, accepted, invite sent, in the game. I do like this coin. It's almost the Fennekin coin, the alleged red Fennekin coin, which is slightly weighted to heads. Do I want to go first? Yes, please! Yes, please! Don't have to ask. No! Oh, sorry. Whew. I thought we were starting 1 route, so I suppose we could have had outs to Ultra Ball. Alright, well, we give them a mulligan. They can have as many items in their hand as they want. Alright, double Shuppet seems pretty good. They don't play anything that Rotom's gonna do anything to, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so we can go Shuppet, play down. Like, I will attach active in this case. We might top deck a Monkey Dory. The fact that your name's loading and you're catching up to the stream now, I like it. Alright, so this would be for a Palkia. And that mirror match was interesting to watch. Dude, mirror match is like crazy. I was expecting us to be playing a mirror match in here at some point. Alright, they're going to use as many items as they possibly can because they won't have access to them. Hopefully, next turn. Hopefully, next turn. Alright, so they're slowly cooking up. But we know that they've got a switch in hand. So as long as we can lock that down. Alright, they've used their switch. Swark's on board. I was about to say they'll probably want to just like Earthen Vessel, Ultra Ball, do all the good things. I could see all the brain cells. Yeah, I think anything like period, anything that plays something that moves 1 damage counter from one guy to another guy, no matter what, like you'd have to like try and cook. Alright, so they rule the region to get a Pokestop out of the deck. Kind of cool. And we are going to hope that... Alright, we got another Psychic Energy. I mean... I'm going to stop here because I might get like Buddy Pop and Ultra Ball or something. We almost got there. Alright, so we want to get a couple of Shuppets out so that 2 of them don't get sniped. They've only got 1 on the bench. We can go for a Monkey and attach a Luminous to it and actually get value out of one of our Luminous energies. Dude, alright, cool. We got a Bannet. I was like, alright, here it comes. Here it is. Alright. Do we want to go Radiant Alakazam or go another routes? they'll just snipe both routes anyway. I think we'll just go Alakazam. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. We could leave the bench space open. That is also an op. I might just leave it open. We don't need it right now. He's cooking. Alright, so we've got the item lock, which is the main thing in the deck. But they have got Palkia, so they can actually start attacking this turn. But I'm assuming that they'll want to get the most value out of these energies as possible. So they'll probably want 3. Access to 3 of them. What we can do here is we can Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Alright, let's try and line this up. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. No, the energy won't work. For Ultra Ball. Okay, they can start sniping. But they've got no energy now. They literally just moved. They're just getting rid of all their energy. I'm glad we saved this routes. Because, like, they do this now. They've got no way of getting 2 more energy back into the same guys. Yeah, definitely holding the routes there was, like, definitely the correct play. So they take 2 prize cards, but their, like, lines are not great now. Alright, so we'll chuck that down. I just want to sequence a Pokestop here. I want to sequence a Pokestop here that actually results in me getting what I want. Maybe I should just focus on a top deck next turn. Like, put a Professor's Research down. Alright, so I'm going to put that down no matter what. I think I might Pokestop here first. Alright, we got Shoes. Like, that would do it now. If we get whatever we want, 1 extra card. I don't actually know what we really need. I think I'm just going to Shoes first. Buddy Puffin. Kind of no. Kind of not today. Ultra Ball's way better. Yeah, I think that's fine, honestly, just like leaving it there. But I feel like I just should use this right now. And at least like line up. Probably like energy. What, energy Iono maybe? We'll just run those back. Like, he's not going to be able to like do anything this next turn anyway, so. I mean, it's going to be... maybe I should have grabbed like a CC. CC'd Squawk into the active. First day playing the new Cook. Alright, another Origin Form Palkia V. They don't even have an energy to attach for turn. Well, we'll start Painful Spoons. Alright, Painful Spoons. Honestly, I'm just going to take out the Dusknoirs. Or the Duskulls. Alright, Curly goes up. Refinement away the energy, because we want those in the bin. And we don't really want to Iono now, so I think we're just going to Everlasting Darkness. We'll slowly take out these Duskulls on the bench, because if we do at some point use Poltergeist, they will be able to like use these on the next turn, and I don't really want them to be able to do that, to be honest. Vibey, welcome back. We're cooking right now. We won the coin flip, so it gives us a decent chance in winning this matchup. So that's what we're here for right now. Alright, so I do want to establish... I don't think we're going to need a Mew, period. I do want to get another Banette down, so that way we can start pivoting between our fellas, but we also only have one Guardian the deck. I will get rid of Artisan, shop it. I don't really want to make the same mistake as last time that they might just pull a boss play out of nowhere. I think we can just hit a stop. We're kind of sorted. Buddy Poffin, should we get back? Probably don't have to. I was thinking about maybe getting back a Curlier Roltz. I think, yeah, let's do it. Get back Curlier, Routes, and one Shuppy. And then we can at least get another out to a Curlier on board. Alright, we'll move these across. Over there. Olgardi attach. Active. Which means that we can Adrenabrain and knock out the Duskull. Oh, no! Whoops. Whoops. No. That's exactly the right guy. That's alright. I mean, not giving them, like, counter catches or anything is pretty good. Alright, they're motivating. Motivating is the play. So we'll definitely be using Boss to grab. What are they attaching? They're just going to that. We might grab the Palkia. I love when they start motivating. Everybody out here shaking when they start motivating. Happy mistake. All mistakes are happy mistakes. Alright, and then we can chuck Gravity Stone down too. And Everlasting Darkness. I mean, at this point, like, we're confident anyway that their cards in hand are, like, all trainers. Like, we know what's in their list. If they've got 10 cards, most likely their whole deck is... Like, why are they flipping the script here? Like, what are they going to find? An Irida for one Pokemon? If they get an item card, they're selling. Cool. They got Prime Catcher. So they got Prime Catcher in hand. And another Froakie. They've got 2 energy left in deck. We can Spoons. Honestly, I'm happy just to raw draw into a Bannet or an Ultra Ball. Like, we've got 1 more Bannet in deck and 3 Ultra Balls. Potentially, there might be in the prizes. There's 1 Bannet prize. There's probably 1 Ultra Ball in there as well. I'm happy just to, like, start raw drawing through the deck. They've got no way of searching energy. So they've got to find 2 energies out of 17 cards. After we find another Bannet, we can start evolving this one and start doing our retreat swapping. Dude, what is that? Honestly, I feel like we should probably just take out Squawk. So we go... Yeah, so we take out Froakie next turn. We slowly start putting damage on Squawk, so that way we can go knock out Squawk, knock out Palkia in the same turn, and take 4 prize cards. Alright, there is our Ultra Ball. Oh no, I just Everlasting Darkness! Dude, I hate Limitless so much. They'll be like, what is he just done? Alright, Fat Iono just threw away. I meant to Painful Spoons. And I just was like, yeah, alright, I'm gonna click Everlasting Darkness, I guess. Alright, that's cool. No, that's cool. No, it was so meant to happen. That was so meant to be the play. That was so meant to be it. Alright, now we can actually use Painful Spoons. 1, 2. I think they only play 2 Ionos. Have they only... Yeah, they've only gotten rid of 1 so far. Alright, we did that one. Now we can Psychic Embrace to active. Put 2 damage counters on it. Retreat into the other Bannet. Start Adrenabraining those onto the Squawk. Retreat. Big ol' retreat. And we'll just start the loop. Start the loop. Alright, done. Honestly, I feel like in some cases this takes longer than what it would IRL. Which I think is wild. Like, I can just be like, oh, can you, like, stop moving the damage? I'm going to Painful Spoons while I'm, like, shuffling my deck, and, can I do all these other things? Yeah, riffling. Yeah, can I move the damage counters over here? Oh, thanks, that's really cool. Thank you. And then, yeah, we're sitting here for, like, alright, I'm a Painful Spoons. Can I attach energy? Do all these 10 different actions? Alright, Painful Spoons. Over to Fella. Attach energy. Alright. Now we don't have to do a double retreat. We can just, like, do this twice. Why not? When in Rome, let's take out the Froakie. Another monkey. We could Turo. Turo, second monkey. Like, by the time we get to a point where we're knocking out this Squawk, like, their hand should be at least full of 2 items. Hopefully. Yeah, especially after flipping the script. Another Irida for what? Palkia V-Star, attach. I don't think they wanted more cards there, to be honest. Alright. Adrenabrain. 3 onto Squawk. Yeah, we'll Spoons, so that will get it in knockout range next turn. And we know we're definitely getting a knockout on the active, like, no matter what. And Everlasting Darkness. I don't think they've got enough cards in play that it would be mathematically possible for these not to get a knockout next turn. If I am being completely honest. Yeah, I don't think we'll even worry about... I don't think we'll even worry about the extra Adrenabrain. You know what? Oh, I picked it now, I guess. Definitely could have moved from this guy over here. Or the Greninja. Boomba. And... 100% a knockout. A lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. 480 damage. Woo. And GG's. That's where my other Luminous was. Alright, very cool. So we go up to 3-1. Oh, we might pair Jake. Jake's going to be at the same record. Unless something's really happened. The homie Jake might have been cleaned. We might have both lost to a Lugia this day. Pairings. Yeah, Jake has been Thorns. Well, not Thorns. He got Lugia'd. So who's in the 3-1 bracket? 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. There's still a lot of 3-1s. A lot of 3-1s. That's kind of crazy. There's 4 4-0s. Is that low? No, there's no, like, it's been like no ties. Has there been any ties? These rounds are so long. Oh, new round. All right, that was quick. All right, so we're playing. Oh, geez. All right, we got Stole. No, we got Luxray. We got Luxray. So we can go first and just stop them getting Pidgeots. Which is pretty good. And that also stops them getting Luxray. What's their game plan into us? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. This is like a wild one. Yeah. So we got Stall. Oh, not Stall. We got Control. This is the list that they're cooking. They got Neo Upper Energies. They got a little bit of everything in there. TCG Live, please. But yeah, this could be interesting if we do get the early. If we do get the early lock. We're probably in a pretty good spot, removing their bowl searches and their rare candies. And then they might not really get anything down into play. Like, we might be able to, like, just cheese a couple of things out. But usually, like, Guardie's a pretty good matchup into controlling archetypes. And we're playing that with item lock as well, so. Hopefully bro can accept invite sent. Aha, we're gaming. Aha, yes. All right, we get to call. Come on, heads. Heads, heads, heads. Yes! All right, so we're going to go first. There is, like, a reason to maybe go second and just have more consistent start because they don't really like going first as a controlling archetype, but we really like going first, so. Right, 0 basics is a bit bad. That would have been a gas hand if we just had, like, one Shuppet. Alright, so we got a Shuppet, routes. Yeah, we're kind of cooking right now. Going first, we got Bannet as well. Routes. Routes. Monkey. Like, them getting rid of Super Rod sucks, but it's not like we can use it anyway. And Calamitous. I don't know, they could trap us. If we play down Calamitous and they for some reason get boss, like, top deck, like, that's super, super tough for us. But I mean, we would have liked to have seen, like, maybe an Iono or a research supporter for turn. Alright, they've got a fish. Is it fish for boss? I'm assuming it would have to be fish for boss. Oh, they go Arven. They could... I don't know. Now that we've got a Bannet in hand, it feels pretty good. They don't play, like, Prime Catcher or anything. Shinx? Bro, you're not seeing a single Shinx this entire game, my guy. Luminion V for double turbo energy. And then they can cry for a second when they see my hand as a Bannet in there, I guess. All right, so they're gonna be Fang sniping, getting rid of the Super Rod, but I don't think that's too scary for us. All right, we got another Routes. Yeah, I think we just Everlasting Darkness. The problem is we don't really want to get to a point where their counter catches. Oh, their counter catches won't matter. It's like they should have saved this Silstone. Like they literally just should have saved the Silstone. I don't know why they didn't. How do you enter a tournament? Check out Limitless TCG, and then if you go to tournaments on their tournaments page, you can go and click on the. Dude, they didn't even like. Should we just chuck down Spiriting? I think yes. Yeah, click on the online tournaments page, and then you'll be able to check out all like the upcoming tournaments as well. So there's like pretty much like 5 tournaments at least that run every single day. So if you've got time and you want to jump in and like play a small tournament, like anywhere between like 10 to like 50 people tournaments, like running multiple times a day, and then a couple of times throughout the week you'll get these bigger ones that have a fair few more people. Dude, no way we also get... Dude, that's crazy. I don't know. What do we even like want to start even like knocking into? I'm just going to take out the Pidgey, because when everything's looking grim, always just take out the Pidgey. And we'll get another Sharpie. Alright. Everlasting Darkness. Probably a video you need to do step by step. Yeah, I reckon I could probably do like a short. I reckon a short would work. I don't really want to dedicate like a full video to it, but definitely a short I reckon could be a definite move. Ah, we are actually gaming. We can start we can start drawing some cards. Those aren't really cards that we're happy to see. I might spread this around because they could just penny up. They could penny up the Pidgey and remove all that damage. So I might just start moving these around to some of the other guys. I mean, yeah, I definitely can do a short. I like to do, you know, little shorts that I can just direct people to and be like, yo, do you want to, like, check out this? Do you want to check out this specific thing? Well, here's the best way to go and do that. Do we mind losing the boss here? Like, do I even really want to use the boss? I don't know. I don't really care. At this point, I don't think I really care. It's going anyway, and I don't really want to grab anything besides this Luxray V. So... yeah, take my boss's orders. I dare you. I can just grab it back with the Bannet. If I really want to, it comes back. Alright, cool. We got a Psychic Energy. We want those in the bin. But I might get rid of the Shuppet, just so I've got it in hand. Ah, yes. Prime Catcher. It feels pretty bad to not get any value out of it. But, yet again, I don't think we're really in peril right now. I might chuck this energy down just because I do have another Luminous in hand. I maybe should have attached that to Curlier, actually. Misplay. Alright, well, they'll take the Prime Catcher. Yeah, I definitely should have attached that energy to Curlier so I had retreat for the next turn. We got Turo. That's kind of gas. Turo, kind of based. Alright, so we'll take 3 prizes this turn. Over here. And we got Turo just at the right time as we were about to knock out the active. I will attach Luminous there, just so we've got outs to that later. And Everlasting Darkness. Do you think it worked out better than something like Stamp? As in playing Prime Catcher in this list? Yeah, more content is good. I just need more time to do more content. Alright, Massive Artisan. So we have, like, this game wrapped up. Like, we know that their hand is loaded. If we just knock out, like, one of these guys. Like, our hand is so gas. I should have just got rid of the Buddy Poffin there. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, so we'll just hit once here. And then we can knock this out and then boss up one of these two for game. Unless they've got some way of removing the damage from play. But yeah, this matchup's been pretty free. Yeah, I think in this deck, you just want to have as many gusting options as possible. Like, getting traps on things is, like, the whole point of the game. So, being able to do that is really, really good. Alright, so we can ensure that we have it by going... we'll grab Boss first. Puppet Offering. For the only, the only supporter we have already. We'll play that down. Grab, I guess, Roadie. I'm going to grab the fish. I hate the fish. We'll retreat that off into Curlier. Evolve Curlier. Psychic Embrace 2 on. 1 and... Jeez, it takes so long! Oh, it takes so long. Adrenabrain. 3 damage counters onto Shinx. And we'll finish up the game with a Miracle Force for knockout. GG's. Just like that. We've only played, like, oh no, I think every deck. Oh no, everything besides Lugia. Everything besides the deck that we lost to. We've played something that's been running rare candies. So, I don't know, like... The format's so full of rare candies, it seems kind of rude not to punish them. Alright. Okie dokie. So, I did want to add this. Where's this pop up there? There we go. Yeah, let's go check out. So, we are playing 7 rounds today. So, we've got 2 rounds left. But there's no top cut. So, if somebody goes 7-0, they're going to win no matter what. And I think our resistance might be in the bin. So, even if we win the next 2, I don't know how we're going to be looking for, I don't know how we're going to be looking for it. I think our resistance isn't amazing. I think we've had, I don't know, it doesn't say whether any of these people have dropped. Like, we got a couple of players that are at 0-4. And because we did lose one, it does mean that our resistance is pretty low. So at our same record, we're like the 4th lowest resistance. Alright, we still have, we've got new gens. I mean, Nicole's still gaming on the Bannet Guardi. Surely our other Guardi enjoyer, Bannet Guardi's like... Come on, I thought we were gaming. No, we were gaming! 1-1 drop, no! Bro ran out of all the time in the day. Work 11 hours, 6 days a week. Yeah, definitely online's really good. Like, I don't know what you do for work, but if you got time and you're like just sitting around at a computer all day and you're like, well, I have time just to like have TCG running in the background while I'm like doing work things. So it's like pretty chill. The problem right now is that these matchups up here are looking a little bit tougher for us. So the matchups that we want to hit out of these, there's one Terrapagos, which we're probably not going to hit. There's a couple of these still at our same, which it hasn't updated for our current record, but like, yeah. Dude, there's no way it was the Snorlax Storm Mirror. Let's see what was cooking on this one. Does one of these players have like the Chi-Yu in the business? Fire energy there. Zerosic as well. And alright, so I think Lloyd's probably losing this one. He does have Zerosics, but he can't like go into Chi-Yu and aggressively mill. So I think Lloyd loses that one. I wouldn't mind hitting one of these. I think our next round's probably going to be pretty okay. We've got like still a lot of the Dusknoir Palkias that are chilling. And then there's some Snorlax as well. So with those cooking, we're kind of okay. But it's when we get up to like these higher ones that it gets a little bit scarier. Like if we hit one of these two, we can't hit this Lugia because we already played them. But we could hit this Lugia, that Lugia. That's our worst matchup currently up here. How's it going? We're at 4-1 right now, so we're getting up there. But yeah, next round I think looks fine. The following round might be a little bit tough unless some of these other guys down here also shoot up to potentially, if we're lucky, a 5-1 record. Yeah, Regidrago's a pretty grim matchup too. Like, I think considering we've got 60 HP Shuppets, kind of sketchy when they Phantom Dive. But if we get item lock on early, I don't know, it's like 50% of the games that you play, you're going to lose the coin flip on average. So our luck probably have to run out sometime. We just got 2 matchups where we got heads for our coin flip. Stamp is great at the start, and later on I run Stamp in most of my decks. Yeah, I think it's like a really strong card. You've got Hero's Cape, Prime Catcher, and Stamp, which are probably like the 3 best ace specs at the moment. Like Secret Box is good, but I don't know, oftentimes the only way to search it is with a supporter, and then you've already used your supporter for turn, so really you're grabbing a supporter for next turn and a couple of additional things. I bricked against Terrapagos and got bodied. Just couldn't get things cooking. No, Jake. We needed you to run it back. The T goes. So you head down to Matthew. I think Matthew Wright's a pretty good player, isn't he? I feel like I've heard that name before. Matty Burris, the big dog. Oh no. I don't know. I know that because I probably like went through all of the Orlando lists and I was like, the guy plays Zard Pidgeot. Yeah, I don't know this guy. I will let him cook. Maybe it probably was from like other online tournaments, maybe. Alright, while we're here, like how many rounds are left though? I don't know whether we got enough rounds to even go check out the Louisville results. There's still 4 matchups. We've got 70 minutes. We're kind of good. Alright, so obviously Caleb Gettimer took down the Louisville Regionals with Raging Bolt. Big ups, but I think the showcase of the weekend was definitely Michael Davidson playing Lost Box. The fact that Lost Box got up to a 2nd place is kind of based. But as you can see, like, 1 Regidrago. Sorry, I'll wait for the next Regidrago. There was only 2 Regidragos in top 32. And then Lucas Zing was just shy of getting top 32. Like, I can't remember what the meta share was, but I think it was like 8% or something. Drago, 10%. So, like, the odds of dodging Regidrago weren't too bad. 1 in every 10 games you play a Drago. It depends. Obviously, like, this is day 2 as well, so the statistics are probably a little bit higher. But you're like, well, that's not too bad if you're running Lost Box. So we had 7 Lost Box that decided to run the gauntlet. Yeah, we already cleaned up a Lost Box today. But yeah, it's if you go first, it's good. If you go second and they use your boy Greninja and take out like 2 of your guys the following turn, a little bit sketchy. But if you can get 3 Shuppets down, you're kind of here for it. But yeah, we had 2nd, 17th, 22nd, 53rd, 61st, 79th, and 137th. It's like pretty good showing overall from a deck that's got... Jeez, this was a Radzard. Let him game. He was gaming. He's got the hassle in there. Ella's division, the seniors division, Bannet won. I played against the winner, but they used an ability twice, and I didn't call a judge. Ella, don't do that! Seniors is supposed to be where everybody's rule sharking. That's supposed to be like where all the heaters are at. Yeah, I heard about that. If you went 6-2, you couldn't make top cut, which is a little bit tough, but I mean, it's obviously because they were so close to the cap that it didn't bump up. I build aluminium and steel canopies for 4x4s, tradies and mine companies. That's pretty good. Surely there'd be some decent money in that. I think anything that's attached to mining companies, you're like, yeah, there's money in that. Yeah, Ellie, you gotta go in. You gotta go in. You gotta be rule sharking, especially in seniors. It's a shark eat shark world out there. But yeah, I think, what was it, like two females like paired up against each other or something, and it's like the first time that it's ever happened in a finals, which I think is pretty sick. Like, that's really good for like, that's really healthy for the TCG that there's a story like that where, you know, entices, you know, not, you're like, oh, it's just a boys game. It's like, no, it's like, this is yeah, it was Annabelle and Zelda both paired in the finals of juniors. I think, yeah, that's like a really good thing for the TCG to be way more inclusive. So I think that's really awesome for the game, and hopefully that keeps happening, because I think before this there wasn't like too much like female representation in like the competitive space. Definitely, like, you know, obviously having like Caribou and, you know, Cast all featured as, and Pumpkin Amy as like casters is really, really good. And I know the VGC and whatnot have female casts as well, so I think that's really good. It's just like, you know, on stream there's a female presence, and I think that's really inclusive and really cool, and hopefully we'll get more females into the game rather than being like, oh, it's just only boys that play Pokemon. So I think that's really, really good. But yeah, that's a nice wholesome story that came out of the weekend. XR, I played Ancient Box at Louisville. Honestly, it was a great meta call. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know whether the meta is going to change up too much where it won't be a call for the next couple of tournaments, but we'll see. We'll see. It could be interesting. Drago, you know, there's a reason why people aren't playing Drago at the moment. It's because there's like a lot of bolts. So like Drago's still like kind of getting gatekept by a couple of other decks. So yeah, it's an interesting shout to still be playing Lost Box potentially. I hit 4 bolt Tinker in the Lost Box. I mean, they'll do it. They'll do it. If you're hitting 4 bolts in a Lost Box, I think that's kind of farming. I don't know, with a high Lost Vacuum count in Lost Box lists, you're not too scared of the... you're not too scared of... Oh my god, is this like not charging? Reefing. Yeah, you're not too scared of like the Bravery Charms that were everywhere over the weekend. Ella went and got 51st. That's actually really, really good. Well, it went 5-3. That's so good. It was my first regionals when... Oh, you first lost round 3? Yeah, I think that's really good. And I think the first event I attended was OCIC last year. And I think I went, 5-3-1? And I was like, I'm like very happy with that. But I had only played like Reggie's religiously at that point. So I was like, well, if I'm going in with any deck, I'm glad that I'm going in with a deck that I've got so many reps in with. Never got paired against any turtles. How was like turtles in seniors? I think anytime there's a masterclass going on, I'm like, seniors seem to be picking up whatever like is the hype deck that people are masterclassing. Hit Polaris round 8 and bricked both games. No! First regionals top 128, which isn't too bad. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, it seems like everybody that was over there in the US had a pretty good showing. I like it. It's always better when it's not doom and gloom. It's good when when everybody's not a Jake Gearhart being like, oh, the format sucks and the tournaments suck. I'm like, just play Pokemon, brother. Pokemon's a fun game. Sit down at a table and just lock in. Masterclass is such a money grab. Well, I don't think so. Like, I don't think so. There's a reason why, like, if you're feeling confident enough as a player that you can sort out your own testing and develop your own skills, then yeah, really, really, like, fair call. You don't really have to go for a masterclass. Like, I don't think I'm really in the market personally for picking up a masterclass, because I think that I can, you know, at least vaguely sort out what my lines are and work out general sequencing of different decks. But for people that, one, don't like have enough time on their hands to invest into practicing, like, a masterclass is a really good way to just like step up your game really quickly. Granted, it does come at a price point, like you're gonna have to pay for that kind of info, but if you're finding really, really good players, then and they do really good masterclasses, like, you're probably going to be having a good experience with them overall. And it's also good for like younger players, because there's a reason why, you know, if you want to learn the trumpet, usually, you know, some people can go to YouTube and learn everything, but usually you'll probably scale up faster if you have somebody in person that's like teaching you, you know, your musical instrument of choice, rather than, yeah, you just go onto YouTube and be like, yeah, I can do this myself. So what's the thing I'm doing right now? We're playing a online TCG tournament. So we're currently in the, what is it? The Brazilian Cup. I don't know whether it's a weekly tournament. I haven't really seen this one before. What am I writing? G'day. But yeah, so you can come on to Limitless and you can jump in tournaments anytime that you want. You're saying you're gonna coach? I mean, I don't think I'm good enough at the game to be coaching anyone, but I'm always happy to give any hints or tips if I if I do, you know, have any to give out. But I'm not going to be able to run a coaching session. I feel like Zach Lesage doing a masterclass on like 8 different decks is dumb. I think that's probably a fair shout. I think if you're running a masterclass though, just like, hey, this is what the deck does, we're getting up to speed, I think there's still value. Should you be paying $50 for that kind of a course? Probably not. Like, I think watching a YouTube video probably could do the same sort of thing. Eduardo, welcome into the stream. How's it going? But I think coaching is better for that. Yeah, I think there's definitely benefits for coaching, but you really have to know. What are we actually playing? I've not checked bro's deck. All right, we hit a Dragapult. This is scary. But I mean, if we can early on trap something and get our guys a cooking, we might be fine. So let's win the coin flip. Let's do the standard win the coin flip and win the game. They're usually cheaper than 1v1 coaching sessions, which can help. Yeah, that's why I think, like, at a cheaper price point, I wouldn't pay like $50 unless it was Tord doing it. But yeah, it is winnable. It is winnable. Like every matchup with this deck, we feel so much better if we're going first. You can see your opponent's decks beforehand? Absolutely. All Limitless tournaments, well, there's a couple that are closed lists, but a majority of Limitless tournaments are all open deck lists. Streamline, fingers crossed. Well, usually the thing is, when I check the list, yeah, they play one switch. So if we can trap like their Radiant Alexam, which I'm assuming they're not going to bench down, we can just like start playing around with that guy. I don't know. I'm assuming we lost the coin flip. I'm going to put a routes there. I'm assuming we lost the coin flip, considering I didn't get a chance of what I was picking. If it's an attached pass angle, feeling pretty good. But we got, like, Shuppet. We got a Nest Ball to get another Shuppet. We'll attach one of the bench Pokemon. Hopefully they don't get bosses cooking. Alright, they've got a little bit more. They're going to get Rotom and whatnot. But we got Research, so at least we're not giving too many extra cards. Recommend your channel today, but I don't know much about you. How long have you been playing? So I started playing January last year. So I played... I got pretty addicted into the TCG. I pretty much played Reggie's for like the first... like 4 or 5 months of just, you know, playing the TCG. So I was like kind of one-decking it. And, you know, I had OCIC was my first event. So after, well, I think I started playing early January. So my first tournament was February, I think early February. And yeah, I did like okay for my first tournament. I got paired up round 1 against who was it? Justin Bakari, and he absolutely throttled me, which now he doesn't play anymore. So, you know, if anybody's new, they might not know who Justin is, but he was pretty well known in the community. Damn, like, losing 2 Curlies kind of feels a little bit grim. But yeah, and then I ended up doing pretty okay. I went 5-3-1, and then after that I went to we got a couple of things, and I feel like Spiritomb could be pretty good here. Spiritomb would have been feeling a little bit better last turn though. I'm gonna get an extra Shuppet just in case, just so I can stress less. But yeah, then I went to Sydney Regionals, and I played Reggie's again, surprise. And I managed to get top 16, which is pretty good. I finished, I finished 5th seed going into day 2, and then I managed to do, you know, pretty decent in the second. I don't know, it's kind of scary putting down another 60 HP Pokemon, but I'm gonna do it. I'm assuming I'm getting knocked out this turn. So yeah, I think I did pretty well. My only loss was against Brent. My only loss was against Brent in Swiss, which I had like a 67% chance to win. I think we worked it out at the end, so I was like, that's a pretty good confidence booster. All right, this is gonna be getting pretty scary, but we've got like counter catches and different things that we can find. Yeah, they can just like shred our board with Dusknoirs, but hopefully we won't be able to let them get to that point. No, not my Bennett! No! And I've got 1 more Curly left in deck, potentially. Alright. That feels a little bit worse. I mean, we still go into the active and ban it up, but not having an extra draw feels a little bit grim. But yeah, and then I played a couple of regionals after that, which I got like top 64 at Brisbane, top 128 at Melbourne, and then I got top 32 at Perth. So I think like we've kind of been gaming. We've been gaming a little bit. Okie dokie. So we knew that we are going to lose that active anyway, so that's fine. Bennett is being chilling. Calamitous Wastelands would probably be good next turn. I think we maybe just go for like counter catcher. I think we bench there no matter what. And we'll go... Like, we lose this Shuppet. Should I get another Shuppet anyway? I should probably just get another Shuppet. and get Monkey Dory next turn. We'll Cypher Maniacs. It's all kind of cringe. I'll probably Cypher Maniacs for Curlier. And then, like, Counter Catcher. The problem is that they've got, like... Maybe it's just going to be a Iono. Jeez, can I put those in the right order, please? Iono Counter Catcher, maybe? I think I like that a little bit better. Feels kind of slightly safer. And yeah, next turn we might play down the Calamitous Wasteland. Right, at least they're item locked, so they might be having a little bit tougher of a time. Genesis, welcome into the stream. How you doing, my guy? Welcome into our Pokemon TCG live tournament. I say our. I'm not hosting it. Also hit by the random YouTube recommendations, hit by the algorithm gods. Having a bit of a deck ADHD though. I mean, I feel that anytime like I think about what am I going to play for the next tournament, like everything's an option. All right, Phantom Dive takes out a Shuppy. Good, thank you. I love watching. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate anybody that actually goes and like checks out the videos. The YouTube videos. Alright, so this turn we are going to be able to drop them to a hand size of 3. And we'll be gusting up the... Like... I definitely should have, like, got some Monkey Dory last turn. Like... That feels kind of grim. Anyway, I think no matter what, we play this down... I'll energy attach Zam just in case. Alright, so they've got 3 cards. Hopefully they won't be able to do anything with them. Alright, that Bandit's kind of huge. We do have outs to... We do have outs to a Curlier, but we don't really want to do it right now. We kind of like our cards that we have in our hand. I think we're just going to have to start darknessing. Looks fun, but hard for new people to play. If you're talking about this deck specifically, I would say yes. This is definitely not a deck that you just should start out with as your first deck of choice. But I think we should focus on getting rid of this Dracoloak as soon as possible. But yeah, overall, like the TCG is really easy for people to pick up, but there are specific decks that are way harder than others. And this is one of them. This is definitely one of them. That's not good. We've got Prime Catcher, though, so... The problem is we don't have another energy. So we don't have any retreat options right now. There's our other energy. Alright, well, that's good. What are we going to bring up? I guess the other Dreepy? Probably. I think that's got to be our, like, only move at this point. Because... we need them not to be able to retreat. If they retreat, we'll lose. And I really want to get Monkey Dory online, so... I think I might move this damage across. Because I really don't want them to have a draw engine this game. I'm just playing Gardevoir with the Fez and Dippity. Oh, like the turbo build with like all the rare candies. My first deck I played is Zorog V with Area Zero. I've seen a couple of people enjoying that deck. It does seem really fun. Like having a massive bench and putting all these damage counters on you guys. I will say, does seem kind of fun. Alright, so Curlier next turn. Curlier's got to be the play. But I need another Luminous. I need one. What does Arvin go for? Oh, dude, Arvin goes for Forest Sealstone. They've prized it. Here it is. They prized the stone. I mean, that was a blank card, but I'm assuming it's a stone. Sparkling Crystal. It's not the stone. They prized the stone. Oh my goodness. We've got ops. We've got ops. Yeah. I think this game's probably gonna end. It still doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep cooking. All right, so we definitely need to move this damage off ASAP. No Rocky. 1, 2. Dude, like, should we just be drawing cards though? I feel like we might be just running out of time to just draw cards right now. We have to wait one more turn anyway. Because we get an additional card, whatever it is. We get rid of Monkey Dory Routes. Play the Super Rod. Evolve into Curlier and then discard whatever our next card is next turn. I think that's our only move. Oh, not running the rare candy. So just the one-off Fez. It's kind of elite. But yeah, I'm scared that they just might find the energy and that will start to like really pressure us. Because they only play 6 energy. They just had the stone. They just had it like that. What are we bossing up? We're bossing up a Dusknoir if we find a boss. But yeah, we can't. It doesn't matter if we bench. Do we have Artisan still? Is that game? I don't think we got any lines now after this. Forest Sealstone, yeah. I think there was, no matter what, it was going to be a pretty tough matchup unless we could stop this from happening. Like, them getting Turd and 2 Dragapult was kind of oppressive. So they'll take here, and we've already got a 60 HP guy on the board, so... unless we top deck Iono... But then we need a boss. Our lines are not great. The monkey, I don't think will be the guy. Alright. I don't think the monkey will be him. We do have to play down the monkey. Do we just Super Rod one thing back in? Just so we can play it? Robs. Alright, one Shuppet goes back in the deck. I didn't need to do that! I needed to discard it off Refinement! What am I doing? I'm selling. We've sold. We've sold. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh, I need to have the one card in hand. There it goes. There goes the Super Rod. GG's. Yeah. that will definitely do it. That will do it. I was like, oh, 0 cards in hand. Mew VMAX? Mew EX, anyone? Yeah, that was a little bit of a grim one. Alright, so we go to 4-2. So we might not have a chance at even being in the top 8 now. I mean, we've lost to the matchups that we probably would have the worst chance against. Lugia and Dragapult. Just having 60 HP guys feels really bad. So I don't even think like playing it perfect. I never think that I've ever played a deck perfectly in my life, but I think even then it's going to be pretty tough. After they take what, 2 prizes on their first turn, knocking out 2 of my guys. Like, yeah. Ain't no professional, but you need that rod. Yeah, kind of the whole point of me getting the Curlier was that I could have one card left in hand to discard. Whoa! That's why I like it. I don't like playing, because I don't play Limitless, like, too much. I like having the cards in my hand, so I'm like, I know what's here, but when it's on the screen, it doesn't give me that tactile feeling of, oh yes, I need this still here. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, Mew EX, draw up to 3. No, I needed one card to refinement. That's all it takes, baby. That's all it takes in a best of 1. So what? Yeah, we go to 4-2. Oh, 4-12. It's a bit of a tough record. bit of a tough record there. My friend and I were playtesting today. He played Lost Box and I won because the Fez ability kept it alive. Yeah, if you're running any decks that are, I don't know, they like try to Iono you and hand disrupt, like that's especially when it feels worse when your opponent's playing Fez. But just Fez is such a good card. Drawing 3 at any point during the game after you've been knocked out is so good. I'm almost thinking like maybe it should have been like if your opponent knocked you out last turn to start the turn, maybe you draw 3 additional cards. Like the fact that you can also hand disrupt your opponent and then be like, all right, that's cool, I'll hand disrupt, then I'll draw 3. I feel like there could have been one line of text on Fez that maybe could have made it a little bit less busted. Like there's obviously cards that are healthy. Like there's healthy cards, which like Iono, I think it's a very healthy card. But I think Fez kind of undoes a lot of the healthy cards and the options by being like, you kind of have to just play this in your deck. Like if I looked at my deck, the Banette Guardian, I was like, this could use a Fez in it. And it probably can. You could slide a Fez into like every deck pretty much. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely needed Monkey very soon, but like I didn't have Luminous Energy, so yeah, I think Monkey was like, yeah, I probably should have just like said, hey, I'm just gonna have to start drawing cards earlier with Curlier, no matter what is in my hand. But then I already had Monkey in hand and Super Rod. I was like, well, now both my monkeys are gonna be in the bin, so I need Super Rod. It was the Twilight Masquerade, Fez. What does that card do again? It does something with like, I know it, crazily enough, I feel like it does 60 in Confusion. And I know that part of the card. This one. But I can't remember, does it do? Yeah, Psychic, Dark Energies. Bro, it's not even 60 Confusion. That's literally the text written on Monkey Dory. That is literally Monkey Dory. Pheasantipity, 30 times 30 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. If this Pokemon has any Dark type, flip a coin if you prevent that damage. That's kind of interesting. I feel like Monkey Dory is just always going to be better, though. 30 times 30 for each energy. It's like, well, I could just use Drifloon or Drifloon, and 1 energy counts as 60 damage. So, yeah, I think this card, I don't know, this, like, is an interesting card. It might fit somewhere. Like, this is a cool interaction. The Dark type energy, flip a coin. Like, we've seen that on, like, Glamora, which is, you know, stage 1 Pokemon. So, yeah, it's a card that could be pretty cool. But, I don't know, it might not really have too many places to slot. Alright, so we've gone into the bin. There's only 2 matches left to play. Catch you later, loading. Have a fantastic... I don't know where people are in here, but have a fantastic rest of morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. If you have any darkness attached to it, flip a coin. If heads, take no damage. Yeah, that's what I think is like a cool interaction, which is kind of similar to Glamora, which is you don't take a prize. Well, it's better than Glamora because I guess you keep it in play. Glamora, it still gets knocked out. But it's like the same general effect. Alright, so I think we can like clean up. I don't know what this is going to place at, but I think if Lloyd loses here, we probably play them. Which he might win. It's a Palkia Dusknoir. It's not a terrible matchup. Let's go check out the standings. Standings is worse. Like, pairings is so much better just to, like, look at. But I wish the pairing screen had the decks as well. It's, like, so much easier than just going, like, oh, what's this deck? Click on it. I wonder if there's, like, an actual reason why that isn't what happens on this screen. Like, it's... You can see it anyway. That the information's available anyway. If you go, please no thorns, you click on it, it shows the deck. Or if you go up to standings, you look at it and there's the deck. So like you can cross-reference. So I don't really know why the pairing screen can't just also have what archetypes people are playing. You got this? I mean, I'm not like coming into the tournament to be like, oh, let's clean it up. So. But I think going 5-2, we'd have to see where the standings are at the end of this. I don't even know whether 5-2's like gonna make top 8. Like I've never claimed the prize. I probably should claim the prizes just to give them away, but I've got like 16,000 code cards or something in inventory in the garage. So if I want to give away code cards, I don't really have to win to get the code cards. Where's the details? Translate for me, please. Where's the pricing? Aha. Yeah, so if you're not in like top, if you're not in the top 4, you don't even get any code cards. I feel like I should be running tournaments because I at least have code cards to give away. Like the fact that it's what? Yeah, they give away 35 code cards for an entire tournament. The thing that's the biggest pain is just scanning them in. Like, scanning them to actually give them away is probably harder than anything else. But yeah, like, that's like probably the hardest part. Like, giving away codes is pretty free. So yeah, maybe I should do that. Would anybody be interested in jumping in, like, a tournament? I wouldn't mind, like, casting a tournament if people were, like, down to jump in and stream it. Because I know that that's an option. I'm assuming people just do that through, like, Discord. So I think that'd be kind of sick. But if we get into a matchup where people don't want to stream, I don't know. What are the Swiss spins? That might be a translation issue. I mean, I'm assuming it's just, like, Swiss rounds, maybe, like, Swiss spins. Yeah, this is just, like, how many rounds, so... It was in Portuguese. So, yeah, give it a little bit of slack. Yeah. So that would be 4 Swiss rounds, 5 Swiss rounds. And then these are just the cuts. So we were in this one where it's 7 Swiss spins for, yeah, being in that bracket. This is such a cool, like, logo. I really like this. Pokédeck Online TCG Tournament. Like, all the time on Instagram, if anybody's got, like, a Pokemon-related account, you'll get people that would jump in, like, do you want me to design a logo for you? I'm like, if they were ever coming out with something like this is kind of heat. This is pretty fire. I like that. Kind of a beginner in competitive TCG. So far, I've done 2 locals and a cup. Well, that's where everybody's got to start. When I started, they didn't, like, even have cups or challenges. That was, like, still... COVID times and whatnot. So my first cup was after my 2nd major. So I'd never played like an actual local tournament until I'd like top 16 my first regionals. So it's pretty like crazy stuff. But the local scene's so good, especially if you live in a place with like a dedicated like player base. Most of my locals that are like challenges, you'll probably get like 8-9 masters. If it's a cup, you might get like 15 masters. We just don't have many players in Tasmania. But if you go to Melbourne in Australia, you'll have like 45 players, 50 players, 60 player cups. 20-player challenges. Like, it's so good over there. But yeah, the local scene's so fire at the moment. And they've still got extra stuff coming, apparently. I'm sitting out here waiting for it at least. All right, we do have our final match. And it is into another Palkia. So we lost the coin flip on that last one. So I reckon we win the coin flip on this one. Oops, no, not challenging random people. How about we don't do that? All right, cool. I don't think this will be anything too crazy. It's probably going to be the exact same list that we have been seeing. 3 Pokestops, so this has gone up. No, the last one was on 3. There's something different here. Blood Moon Ursaluna. Blood Moon wasn't in the last list. Last deck that we played. So their cut is something. Well, there's a card near that they've cut, and it's now become a Blood Moon Ursaluna. They've got 1 switch, 1 prime catcher, so their switching options are kind of in the bin if we trap them. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. All right. We'll get ready to game. Challenge friend. Why? Why can't I? He's online! Oh, they're online. There we go. All right, cool. All right, last match of Swiss. Yeah, Genesis, thank you so much for jumping in. I really appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I need to like know where people are from. That's what I should be asking. If you're in the chat right now, let me know where you're from so I can associate you with a location so I know what time of day it is. Like, I think if it's in America, like right now, it's really, is it really, really early? I think it might be really early. Like 3 in the morning or something. Or maybe I'm the wrong way around. I definitely could be the wrong way around. Maybe it's like evening. Maybe it's like 9:30. I feel like it's probably getting around like late evening then. All right. Your opponent won the coin flip. No. 10:30 p.m. on East Coast. Yeah, I was pretty close. Chris? In my cupboard? You will go first? You will go first? I mean, say less. Is that ever the shout? Andreas is from Denmark. That's lit. That's lit. There's no way that that's the call. Are they just hoping that I don't have it like that? Well, I'll just go those. There's no way. Like, I think I'll still attach because I got research anyway. I'll attach active. I'm scared. They can't do anything though, but they could just Iono. They play 4. Yeah, they play 4 Iono, so it's not unlikely that we get Iono'd this turn. And I would prefer to have an energy in play still. Dude, they must have misclicked. They actually must have like clicked sub. Maybe they're just not sitting at the computer anymore, and it just timed out and gave me going first because they've opened their one of Buddy Poffin. Crazy. That's kind of crazy. All right. Yep. They have the Iono. It's all right. We just draw into a Banner EX right now. It's all right. We just 50-50 drawing into an Enveloping Shadows heads. There's no way that after all this they end up. Then what is this guy doing? I mean, he's just like, oh, we might not get to use it at some point, but you probably will get to use it at some point. Alright, a nest ball sucks. Alright. So we got a 50-50 coin flipping. We don't really want to boss anything up. And we can't play enough cards out of our hand to Mew. Bro, don't get caught mewing out here. We'll go for a Zam. Dude, that sucks. Alright, we'll go for a Zam. Like, we low-key could have mewed, but... Like, we'd be drawing... What? We'd be drawing one card. And I don't think that's worth us putting a Mew down into play. Like, I don't think it is. And... I don't know, is it worth us bossing Palkia? I think probably, honestly. Yeah, I think we will boss Palkia. Who knows? Maybe we don't get knocked out this next turn. Dude, that sucks, man. Alright. It's a heads. I already know it's a heads. It's so a heads. This is a heads. Come on! 3 cards in hand. One's an Iono. Iono me. You wouldn't. Alright, they've got a Palkia V-Star. 1 energy. Pass. The lords have smiled on this day. We still don't even have it. They don't have a Greninja down, though. They don't have a Greninja down. They've got to have, like... Brother, they've got to have, like, some form of rare candy shenanigans. There's a Greninja. Dude, they have saved us today. Actually, crazy stuff out here. Alright. Well, we'll get a Curlier, won't we? And... I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy sticking a Froakie in the active. Dude, imagine if we don't hit it, though. I think I want the Froakie in the active. I'm gonna grab him. He's mine. I wanted him. I've got him. Attach retreat into Shuppet again. We can do that later. Losing 2 Gardevoirs, grim. But item locking's cooler. Alright, thank goodness. Alright. And we got our Super Rod back, which is huge for us. Nest Ball seems a bit redundant. And Everlasting Darkness. Froakie absolutely... He had no reason to still be sitting here. He had no reason to be in the mix. Alright, so... They will need to attach... Oh, he doesn't have any energy. These guys just... 7 energies just isn't enough for him. I did want them to, like, just hit us a little bit. Just because we can, like, use Turo on one of these guys and just pick them up. I would love to find a Turo right now. That's not the one I'm trying to click on. Mew. Bro's mewing. Alright. Let's start cleaning up some little Dusknoir fellas. Don't really want to Iono. Dude, they can hit for a lot of damage, actually, with Palkia. I feel like maybe grabbing Froakie with already an energy attached wasn't the play. I don't really want to Iono now because they didn't attach an energy last turn. I'm just going to keep Everlasting Darkness. Try bouncing. He's trying to bounce. He got it. 30 damage. Cypher Maniac's code breaking could be kind of guilloted. I spoke to my friends at Pokemon and they hooked me up with a Cypher Maniac's code breaking. What was I going to get off this again? Professor Turo, I guess, for next turn. And a Dream, maybe? Well, we're playing that. We'll get one of those. And I'll get one of those. They might have a Pokestop. They might try and bump it. Alright. Refinement. See you later. Painful spoons. And Everlasting Darkness. So we do need to get one more Guardy into play. But I also need another Bannet. So I think I might Ultra Ball right now for... Get rid of Luminous, because I don't think we'll need it. I mean, I don't think I'll need Counter Catcher either, but we'll see. And we will probably get rid of Iono. Another one. DJ Khaled. Pick up a Shuppy. Monkey. Luminous Energy. Alright, I think next turn we probably have to go Gardevoir into play. So we chuck down Guardy. Yeah, we recycle back in our 2 Gardevoir. And then we have to Iono. Which wouldn't feel amazing, but like we kind of need something on our board so that we know that we're not going to get Radiant Greninja cleaned up, which at the moment they need so many pieces and I don't think it'll happen, but bro, they like barely got to play the game at all. Now they can't even try bouncing. They're going for it. They're asking for it. Dude, they can't even hit it. Alright, so this turn we're going to have to go for an Iono. Dude, that's huge. That's actually kind of big. We'll grab your boy. And I don't think we'll need more than 2. This is just best of 1. I think that's fine. Ultra Ball. 1, 2. Get Guardy. I mean, if we get a boss off this, though. Yeah, I was about to say, if we got a boss off this, we probably would just go boss, I reckon. Yeah, so I want to attach energy so that we can knock out this Duskull. Like, they'll need to find so many Pokemon, and this Palkia won't be able to knock us out unless they fill their board. So, I think attaching 2 energy active is pretty good. 1, 2. So then we can just Monkey Door it over and knock out Duskull. And then they need to find 3 Pokemon, which I don't think they raw dog in hand 3 basic Pokemon. Just having an educated guess on that one. Wink. I don't think they'll, in their right mind, promote Palkia. So I think we do just go spoons and chuck some more damage. I don't know, maybe we will. I think we would just load it up. They might Iono themselves down to 6 cards. Shoes. We've still got 2. We're not going to need any more than that. What do we want to see here? Curlier, maybe? Artisan. That's a card. Alright. So we go to 3 prizes, and they're going to have to do some mad board filling to be able to knock us out. Dude, I definitely should have. I would have had... Yeah, dude, I should have. I literally should have gone... They can't use that. It wouldn't have mattered. They evolved into a Dusclops anyway, but they can't have done that. Don't tell me they've got it. They've got it like that. You wouldn't dare fill up. You wouldn't dare fill up your last bench spot, would you? You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it like that. This does hit for 260, does it not? And I've already got 10 damage on me. I've sold. We've sold. Nah, they can't do it. They're actually got, like, no chance of doing it. Their hand's so full of items right now. And they've just star portaled. Don't be caught out here for getting the extra 10 damage. I should have just loaded that up on the guy on the bench. Like, I could have just loaded up on the guy on the bench and knocked out. That's okay. Because they... have definitely got a whole handful of full of trainers right there. I don't really like Blood Moon Ursaluna being able to hit us for knockout guaranteed, so I might just Adrenabrain. Where's the damage going to be more relevant? I think, honestly, on him. I think their hand's loaded. So, yeah, we can just move these anyway. Because if they don't have 5 in their hand, we don't get the knockout anyway. And we probably want to burn our own cards, but we don't have any tools that we can get rid of. Crap. Let's hit it. I'm sure their hand's loaded. It's got to be loaded. They haven't been able to play a single item all game. It's massive! They've got 1,000,000 cards in their hand. Alright, there's our Curly that we've been looking for a quick minute. Alright, so right now they can hit us for 100 or 240 damage. Valiant. But it will not knock us out. And with that, we can then use Poltergeist again and win the game. Have we, like, lost a boss? Yeah, we've lost one boss. They didn't have enough Palkias. What was actually in their hand so we can track back what they've used? The scrolling feature on the desktop is crazy slow. Dude, stop. Stop. 2 rare candies that they won't be able to use, so we're at least going to be able to hit for 120 damage, and then I'm assuming they used everything else. They Curse Blast? What are they doing? Please tell me they put it on active. What are you doing? What is going on? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Dude, like, was bro not checking the prize cards? Jesus. Like, that's... Here's the chirp. That's just stupidly broken deck. Nothing to do against. GG. GG. Oh no, bro's been chatting this whole time. Added. WTF is item lock. Cringe. Would you play that IRL XD? GG. Man was going through it. Kieran, welcome into the stream. You just jumped in for our last round of our Swiss. Well, we'll see how the tournament goes. Yeah, bro wasn't having the time. Yeah, I think, like, at that point, you just, like, don't... Well, they weren't in a good spot anyway, but obviously, like, forfeiting the prize card is selling. But, like, I didn't potentially have it yet. Like, I might have only been able to hit into the... I might have only been able to hit into the Blood Moon Ursaluna for, like, 120 with Poltergeist. But, you know, they hadn't lost the game yet. In best of 1, like, it was best of 1. I just started playing yesterday, so not really sure what everything does. Dude, welcome to the squad. I hope you've been enjoying the game for how long you've been playing so far. But yeah, that is item lock, baby. The what did we call the stream today? Let's make sure our opponents just can't play cards. The stream. I think that was the name of the stream. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I think, like, overall, for just jumping on a random morning, like 5-2's fair enough. Like, the matchups that we lost were matchups that we were most likely going to lose against. Like, we couldn't have the chance to, like, run 2-2-2 into these guys, so that was a little bit tough. And even then, like, 2-2-2 is not always free, because they have Wellspring Ogerpon, so they just snipe all of our bench guys. So that was, like, pretty tough. And then against Dragapult, we, like, kind of needed to... We kind of needed to put in some work early, which we just didn't have it. Winning the coin toss would have been really handy. Yeah, we've got 60 HP Mon, and that's kind of grim. But yeah, I don't know where we're going to be sitting on the standings because there's no top cut for this tournament. So I don't know. Should we finish up now? Maybe should we play some games? Does anybody want to have a game quickly? Does anybody want to get item locked? We can go for like one more game, I think, just while this next round finishes up, so we can find out where we actually placed. If anybody wants to jump in, or if anybody just wants to send me a friend request as well, at all, let me not have caps lock on. It's pretty good. That is my ID. So if anybody wants to add me on Pokemon TCG Live, jump over. I'm always available. Not always for a game, but if we're on stream and we do like some squad battles, I'm always down to swing on with people. But yeah, add me if you dare. Right, this has got one. It's only got one match left, honestly. It's probably not even going to be too long, unless it's a stall. With where we're at in the tournament, it's probably going to be one of the stall players against like Charizard or something. Pairings. Who are we waiting on? No! Oh my god! Jake is playing. This should have been us. Goldwolf, welcome back in. All right, I would love to see what was going on here, but this is the matchup that I was hoping to hit. So Jake is one of the locals down here, and I kind of got him on the Snorlax train. I said that Snorlax is a pretty good pick at the moment in the meta, and bro just cleaned up a tournament. Was it like 2 days ago? Running it back, and I was like, well, I'm on Guardian. I think I'm on Banette Guardian. I think this matchup's like really good still for Banette Guardian. Like, you play Spiritomb, so you put down Spiritomb, they can't draw cards, you like boss up something. You're like, I'm gonna boss something that you can't deal with this time, and then you're just like, oh, a Snorlax is in the active. I guess I'm just gonna hit the Snorlax, move the damage onto other Snorlax or other Pokemon, and then from there you just keep repeating that. The only thing that you can't do is like, in normal matchups, you want to go load 2 energy on a Banette off Gardevoir, retreat it back into another Banette, load that one up, and then it started Adrenabraining damage. But, yeah. I'm taking Sinistcha to Vancouver. Vancouver. Good luck, Gold. That is... the decks... I've played against the deck. It seems like a lot of fun. But I must say, I probably wouldn't be taking Sinistcha to a tournament. Does Sinistcha have a Limitless page? There's been enough tournaments now. Surely, like, Sinistcha EX has a Limitless page. One goober's got to have, like, ran the gauntlet with it. No. No Limitless page. I'm assuming, yeah, deck lists that include this card. This card does not appear in any deck lists from our main database. Sad. Big sad. I think the deck's really cool. Like, you put damage counters everywhere. I was playing Charizard into it, I think, at one point. And I was also playing, like, Arceus into it at one point in a tournament. Bro, like, the deck does cook, but it does run out of steam a little bit at the end when you... what was it? I think the Sinistcha EX recycles the energy from the discard back into the deck. And at that point, my opponent had, like, 19 cards in deck, and like 15, 16 of them were energy. I was like, well, what are you gonna do now? Like, you kind of run out of options. All right. I think this last round's probably finished now. Come on, Jake. Clean it up. All right, you've got this. You've got this so in the bag. Nicole's been grinding the way with Guardy and Banette the entire tournament so far. And I want to see us both get up there. If Nicole knocks me out of top 8, though, I'd be devastated. Where were we? So we're here. We're at 12th. I reckon we're top 8. We're 12th. 5-2. No, this is 5-2 record already. No, we're so out. We're so far away. We're miles away from anything. Oh, dude, we're in the bin. 12th spot at a 5-2 record. I don't know. I was like, oh, we got to win. So that means we at least end up in like top 6. No, we're so far away. Yeah, at our record, if we had a huge resistance, which we do not, we've got the our resistance sucks. Dude, what the hell, man? The 40. I don't think we deserved 44% resistance. What did all these guys go up against? Why? Like, we did lose the second round. What? Like, this Snorlax stall player lost round 1 and round 3, and their resistance is still way higher than mine. What are my teammates doing? What were all my opponents doing? O2 drop. Like, we didn't even have many people drop. You know who? It definitely was. It was definitely Bro that decided, hey, I'm not going to rock up today. 07? That's where my resistance went. Like, there's my resistance right there. I would love to know a breakdown of how much this has tanked me. Like, how does Bro, like, not get automatically dropped from the tournament after not showing up for a single... Or maybe he showed up for multiple rounds and just decided to lose. That sucks. Alright. Come on, Jake. Clean it up. 5 minutes left. So, honestly, I'm hoping Jake wins here. So I'm our highest placed Guardy Bannet in the entire tournament. Alright, while we finish up here, I'm actually going to look at the limitless results for Louisville. Because, as I said, we were going to look at this at some point. We have not had a chance. I do want to check out the meta breakdown. We had a look at Lost Box. Where was it? Lost Box, we saw 7 decks. So Bannet, I'm assuming, is just in the Bannet Guardy slot, which I know Piper did very well. Ben Hayes. We had some other people that were gaming on it. But yeah, it wasn't like too heated. And then it did get the cleanup. Dude, that's such a good like standing. Ethan got it in seniors with a dub. And then Zelda got second in juniors. The deck's actually, it's on the up and up. Iron Thorns, 11 copies is crazy. Like, I would actually like to see what the matchup's like with this. And, like, surely that's pretty good for Bannet still. Like, they don't play many items overall. I say that. They've got less because they don't, like, play any nest balls. They've just got techno radars, 1 earthen vessel. There's mostly, like, supporters and energies. Every time I look at this, like, this doesn't seem like 60 cards. If anybody also looks at an Iron Thorns list and thinks, where's the list gone? I mean, it's got 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2 supporters, but even still, that doesn't seem like it takes up too many slots. Like, only 11 energies for Pokemon. You're like, well, I've got, you know, got 45 extra slots in this deck, and this doesn't visually seem like it takes up 45 cards. Maybe they're actually out here just running like a 42 card Iron Thorns deck and just getting away with it. Where did my page go? There it is. Yeah, Lugia Archeops is pretty... I don't know. This is where it seems kind of scary for Bannet. In the online tournament you just played, pretty good. The meta was pretty good. There was a lot of Terrapagos, a lot of Palkia, a lot of Lost Box. But yeah, there's freaking Raging Bolt's like okay. We can trade in that. Lugia's okay if we can go 2/2/2, but it's a little bit tough. And then Charizard's good. But then we've got like Regidrago and Lugia that are, you know, 20% of like a pretty tough matchup. There was an Arceus? Where? Where were you? Where did you finish? I was an Arceus Armor Rouge. Is this the same guy that's just like been playing? Yeah. I've seen this guy popping up a fair bit playing the Arc Armor Rouge. Rose Arc Armor Rouge coded. I don't think the deck is... I think if you one guy a deck so much and you still get these consistent results, like it's pretty good, but I just don't think it ever has enough source to make like a big finish. All right. Tournament is done. Let's see how we went. We finished 13th, so I think that means that the other Bannet player did win. So, well done the Bannets. Yeah, Nicole got up. Nicole finished 7th. 5-2, we finished 13th. Jake was selling. What are you doing, Jake? 4-3. Yeah, overall, pretty decent tournament. I'm happy with that. Alright, guys, thank you so much for jumping in and chilling with us. I appreciate it. We're going to be dropping a video on Saturday. So if you liked this tournament stream, you'll hopefully kind of enjoy the video that I'm going to drop on well, it's Sunday morning for me and like Saturday morning for most people. So yeah, it's gonna come out pretty early in the morning over here in Australia. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun video. It's pretty hefty. It's currently sitting around about 55 minutes, and it's gonna end up, I reckon, around about. It could be just over an hour. So if you enjoyed some of my other like tournament videos, then this one's gonna be much of the same, but around about 3 times longer. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that we can maybe do a couple more of the videos that I'm making for the weekend. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be maybe like one every like 2 months. Maybe they take a little bit of time to make because they're so long. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for jumping into the stream. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And stay safe. And if you're going to any of the regionals this weekend, which I think is Lille regionals this weekend, best of luck. And if you're going to any locals, best of luck. Game on. If you want to jump into the Discord and have a chat, feel free to head over to the link in the bio. And if you want to also check out the deck list that we played for our stream today, click the little link. It will take you to Limitless, and you can copy that deck straight into your TCG Live application. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.